NBCA Coaches Association. Just wanted to welcome you. We got a great lineup today, and Coach Carlisle will introduce that. Appreciate everybody coming out.
You know, one of the things, we're always trying to come with a different type of theme so that we can grow our knowledge of not only domestic, but foreign basketball. So what this year was about is we have some of the preeminent people in Europe. Maurizio's been a long time, and if not the best, certainly along with Andrea, the second one or two best out there. But we want people to understand how you can take a program and build it to a certain level, a level of excellence, and then more importantly, not just getting it there, how do you maintain it? And between Maurizio, we have Sergio Scariolo, who's been with the Spanish national team, won silver medals, and then we also have Igor Kokolskov, who took the Slovenia team to a height it's never been before. So we want to understand what are the ingredients in Europe, what are the things that they do in order to achieve that level of excellence.
Okay, thanks Warren, thanks Albert. On behalf of the Coaches Association, Dave Fogel, raise your hand, is our Executive Director. Brian Palvies works with David. We're really pleased to be involved with sponsoring this. It's grown every year. A lot of NBA people here, a lot of NBA head coaches here. Jeff, Nate, Terry Stotts is here. I saw Alvin here. George Karl's here. It speaks to the impact that the international game has had on the NBA. And so we're just so proud to be involved with this and to see such a great turnout. Before I introduce Maurizio and Erdem, I want to talk to you for a moment about an endeavor that we took on 3 years ago with the Coaches Association called eCoach. eCoach is a digital platform where you basically on a phone or an iPad or something like this, you subscribe and you can basically watch an NBA coach drills, all different types of things. And we took this on with eCoach, and Rich Hempel is here from eCoach. Rich, why don't you come out, and I'm going to have you say a couple words about this. I've got a few notes. I don't want to miss anything here. In my 13 years as president, this is the most exciting thing we've been involved with, because this allows us to be involved in growing the game worldwide. Right now, this technology is in 150 countries and will soon have a launch in China, which we expect to be even bigger. We want to grow the game. Each year, at least 20 of our 30 head coaches participate in these video shoots where they are doing anywhere from 10 to 15 different drills. And so, you know, it's a great thing for us over here too, because we want to see what our opponents are doing. We subscribe and we watch. I can watch Alvin Gentry teaching drills. I can watch Stotts. I can watch Nate, and you learn a lot of interesting things from studying your own peers. This project was inspired by a trip that Jim O'Brien took to China a few years ago. Jimmy is close friends with Rich and a guy named Ken Jackson, and Jim came back from China and said, they are just starved for some way to get content on coaching. He says, you go over there, you do a clinic, and then everybody asks, hey, how can we get more? How can we get more? How can we kind of stay current and stuff like this? And so Jimmy called me 3 years ago. He and I have a relationship going back decades. And he said, hey, do you think this is something that you guys would be interested in doing? There is such a need for this worldwide. And so this was a big endeavor to get everybody organized on board. We had David Blatt was here, with Cleveland for a couple of years. He said, hey, in Europe, all over the world, they're starving for this kind of content. So I talked to our head coaches about it, and we agreed that this would be a good thing to take on. We have a deal in place with eCoach, and the official launch was this past All-Star Weekend. As I mentioned, this technology is available in the App Store, Google Play, all that kind of stuff. And to this point, in 2 years of shooting, we've produced over 400, shoots of tips and drills, and over 18 hours of content. So it's all accessible to everybody. And in your folder, you'll see a little thing, a little flyer here that has a thing for a free subscription, correct? You want to say a couple words about this, Rich? Well, let's make it free somehow.
7 days, how's that? No, listen, Coach, thank you very much, and Albert, thank you for the opportunity to be here. We couldn't be more excited about the opportunity to work with, these great coaches with the NBA. When we started eCoach a few years ago, the vision was to make for anyone in the world to have access to a great coach. And in reality, that's not the case today. Whether it's grassroots in this country or grassroots in a lot of other countries, a lot of times it comes down to where you live and what your financial resources are or who you may happen to know. So that was our grand vision, and we didn't realize at the time we were going to get to fulfill this vision working with these great coaches in the NBA and literally spreading the word around the world. They go and teach clinics just like we're going to do now, but this is all about leaving a lasting infrastructure behind on a digital platform that can be accessed anytime, anywhere. So, you can go, just go to the website. You can subscribe there. There is a special offer for all you guys. Just click on the annual subscription. When you get to that, you work through that and you put this promo code in. There's a great price on there. I mean, $50 a year, and you got 25, 30 head coaches of the NBA or head and assistant coaches all in the palm of your hand. These videos are all 1 to 3 minutes in length. It's very engaging, it's quick hit, it's organized in series, and it's everything. It's beginner, intermediate, advanced. I mean, it's designed for all levels, and there's a lot of great stuff. And as Coach Boylan was saying yesterday, it's not just the basics, it's the game within the game, it's the technical stuff. Darko came in the other day and filmed 21 pieces on passing off the pick and roll. And these guys are just covering lots of great topics. So there's something in there for everybody. The way it works is think of it as Netflix. You subscribe at the web, you can watch it on the web, and then you can also watch it on an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device, Apple TV, Amazon Fire tablet, anywhere you go. So it's all in English. We are going to subtitle some countries and some languages. We are subtitling in Mandarin right now, but be interested in your feedback as well. So please, love for you to take a look at it and reach out to us. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you'd like to see. But thank you again for the opportunity to be here. Thanks, Coach. Okay.
And the other thing that's exciting to us is that this is also a platform for our assistant coaches to participate in, and people get to see what those guys can do, can get to see how they can teach, what their personality as coaches will be. So it's a really cool thing. It's growing each year, and we do the majority of our shoots this week in Vegas every year. Thanks, Rich. The first group of speakers, set of speakers I want to introduce are from Fenerbahce in Turkey. They have been the most successful EuroLeague team over the past 4 years. Maurizio Gherardini is no stranger to the NBA. He came over here in 2006 with a bunch of Euro guys to Toronto, and he completely turned that team around. They went from a team that was a lottery team and became a playoff team, and had it not been for an unlucky injury or two, that would have been able to be sustained for quite a long time. Erdem Khan is an assistant coach at Fenerbahce for the great Zeljko Obradovic. Obradovic is beyond legendary in the coaching world. I got to spend some time with him in 2002 at a clinic. The guy's reputation is, as a brilliant coach, is at the very top of everything in Europe. He's just amazing. And these two guys are going to talk to you guys today about the Fenerbahce way, which really means, they'll talk more about it, is a synergy between management and the coaching side. So please help me give a warm welcome to Maurizio and Erdem from Fenerbahce.
Thank you, Rick. Good morning, buongiorno to everyone. They told me bring some Italian espresso and wake him up, so I'll try to be as effective as possible. I've been a professional manager for 37 seasons, but I never spoke at a coach's clinic, so I hope I make enough sense. I'm being asked very often when I'm over in Europe? How is it to work with some of the best coaches that Europe produced? I worked 7 years with Coach Obradovic, 4 years with Coach D'Antoni, 3 years with Coach Messina, 2 years with Coach Blatt. And I feel the privilege of having worked with these people and having cultivated my passion for basketball with so many special people. But at the end of the story, the recipe for trying to be successful is always the same. It's always identifying the goal that you want to reach, identifying the path that you want to follow, and try to develop the culture of this process. It sounds easy, but it's not easy. When I was called to Istanbul, now it's almost 5 years ago, no Turkish team had ever made it to the Final Four of EuroLeague. And it looked like something very, very, very difficult or impossible to achieve for those teams. And so the challenge was how to get there and how to consistently stay on the top of this EuroLeague picture. To make a long story short, 4 years later, we're talking about 4 consecutive Final Four appearances, 3 consecutive championship games, and 1 EuroLeague trophy. So I knew Warren is special. But that being said, how did we get there? Once again, it all starts from sharing basketball, sharing your passion for the game. Talk basketball as much as possible. Coaches are the leaders on the floor. Managers should be the leaders off the floor. The combination of this, the best possible combination, gives you the better chances to be successful. At the end of the day, we spend a lot of time in our organization talking basketball. Every opportunity we have to sit down and share, we talk basketball. I have a backboard in my office that I keep closed that I always like to bring my coaches in, open it, and then we study our team, we study our option, but then we talk about philosophy, culture, how can we get there? And I'm pretty sure most of you do the same thing, but I'm underlining the fact how important it is to use every opportunity you have to share a common vision, because it's not only my coaches who need to share the big vision, it's also the people working in the organization. Everybody around the team needs to have the same approach, needs to see the same goal, needs to have the same philosophy. And at the end of the day, I would say this is actually the most important thing that gave us the chance to build where we are today. 4 years ago, we had a roster of 15 players. We sat down and analyzed player by player how we want to play, what are we missing, what do we want to change. Very, very rapidly, we made let's say, a big turnover. Only one player of 4 years ago is still on the roster of the team. Everyone else is gone. And people even look at us like, hey, why are you doing this? You're letting some talent go. Yes, we're letting some talent go because we're getting probably a player who is more physical, more aggressive, that we think it fits better the chemistry that we want to build and the philosophy of the game that we want to play. At the base, it's always the same thing. Share basketball ideas. Talk basketball. I remember when I had Mike D'Antoni as a coach, we were at Benetton, and he would go, let's say, by the train station in the morning and buy probably the only copy of USA Today, and then he would come to the bar and he would have a cappuccino, I would have a coffee, and it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I think he's still doing that today, 8 o'clock cappuccino time, and then we start talking basketball. Of course, you work with Obradovic, it's a different time frame of the day because you have to be ready to do this when the day is over. Maybe with a nice wine, and the nights are very long, but at the end of the day, it's always basketball. It's always sharing emotions, sharing ideas, understand how can we make it better, because at the same time, we need to develop the culture inside our own club. Whatever discipline we want to follow, whatever rules we want to apply, whatever people we feel can be part of our project. Because whether we are on the court or off the court, for example, our motto never changes. I want humble and hungry people. The people in the club needs to be hungry. When you use the word hungry, it means people that are capable of thinking out of the box. People who are willing to provide ideas, to discuss ideas. We as managers need to be ready to listen. You as coaches need to be ready to listen as well. At the end of the day, from the management standpoint, I like cars. I'm trying to put together the best possible race car for the season. But you are my driver. You have to drive this car. So we need to have the same. We need to see the same thing. We need to have the same vision. We need to have the same goal in front of us. At Fenerbahce, and I wish some of you have a chance to see our arena, our motto is never enough. Because if you want to be successful, that's what a good motto is. You cannot be satisfied with what you have. You need to be ready for the daily challenge. You need to be pushing yourself over the daily limit all the time. Never enough. I'm trying to speak quickly because they told me you have 45 minutes to talk, and then at the end of the day I got 12 minutes. And it's not easy to press everything in. No. I mean, Warren is always unpredictable. But anyway, I just want to give you, before I leave the floor to Erdem, who is our lead assistant and is probably one of the secrets behind our success on the court. Erdem is another good example of how we work. Okay, he's the coach, but as a coach, like Obradovic, like all the other members of the staff, we share our team daily life. We discuss things in depth. We see everything together. We make decisions together. This is vital to have a chance to be successful. And I want to leave the floor with just a few considerations. Don't be afraid to think out of the box. Don't be afraid to admit when you make a mistake. Sometimes admitting a mistake is a shortcut to make a good decision. So recognize the mistake that you can make. Don't be afraid of that. I told you about being hungry, being humble. Never forget that. Don't take anything for granted. Don't think that you know all the answers. I always enjoy sitting down with all my coaches. But I can tell you, and I'm not going to tell you who the coach was, one day I had to sit down with one coach and I said, hey, you need to tell me something. I provide you with 10 different points, and let's say Coach Obradovic says, hey, 1 point is good. Coach D'Antoni says, maybe 2 points are good. Coach Blatt says, maybe 3 are good. But how come you know all the answers? That's not possible. We don't know all the answers. We need to be alert. We need to be ready. We need to be flexible. One of the most important things for us as managers and for you as coaches is always to adjust what are the expectations. The expectation of the people around you, the expectation of the ownership, the expectation of the players, the expectation of the fans, of the media. You need to be flexible. You need to be alert. You need to be ready. It's like playing defense. You have to be on your feet and be ready. all the people around you need to have the perception that you are installing confidence in what you're doing. Because I want my coaches to be confident in my thinking process, and I want to be confident in their thinking process. And this sense of confidence goes around the environment, because you need to have a confident environment. I'm not talking too much, but I want to end with 2 points. Always be ready to understand your problems. Be ready to share the problems. Communication is very important between coaches and managers. Sometimes this communication is not good enough. Sometimes there is misunderstanding. Sometimes there are silence. No, you need to have the best possible communication, because going through the season is always going through changes, going through situations that are changing by the day, and you need to have the best possible communication. Then one more concept. Try to be as positive as you can be in any of the analysis that you're making. Try to show always the half part of your glass that is full, not the one that is empty. Be positive is very important. I always tell my coaches, one of the things that I've seen throughout my 37 years as a GM is that, believe it or not, but the team who has better chances to be successful is the team that has a smiling face. So your team needs to be smiling. Your team needs to be confident. Your team needs to be positive. It's not that by smiling you're going to win all games, but I can grant you that if you have a smiling team, you have a much better chance to win a basketball game. And at this point, I want to introduce you Erdem Can to you. He is our lead assistant. He is assistant of the Turkish national team also. He is by far one of the best coaches in Turkey. He's going to share with you some of our basic Fenerbahce philosophy that has been so successful over these four seasons. And thank you again for starting your morning listening to me. Thank you very much.
You see that?
Are you mic'd up? You're okay?
Yeah, I'm mic'd up already. Okay, first of all, good morning to everyone. Thanks to Mauricio for his great words. I want to thanks to Coaching Association and Summer League Organization to give me this chance to talk in front of you coaches. I would like to start from the point that just Mauricio finished about sharing. In our team, the concept that we have, let's say the motto really have between the coaches is sharing. Because we like to share the ideas, discuss about the ideas, and the sharing is not as smooth as people think. Sometimes in our office, coaching office, you hear our voices going up and up because we are at certain points, we are really discussing about the technical stuff. But we know that it's going to make us better. And we really believe that sharing the ideas, the knowledge, makes you better and better. This is why I'm over here. Would like to share some of the basic stuff that we have in the time period that we have over here. I'll try to be as compact as possible. And first thing I would like to talk about is our ball screen offense. But the principle that we have, first of all, like written on the board, is what you play or how you play. For us, is how you play is much important than what you play. Of course, we have in our playbook as a Fenerbahce team in EuroLeague last year, every year it changed, last year 218 offenses. I know maybe this is for NBA is not so big number, but believe me, for Europe, this is huge number. That we want to prevent our opponents to predict us, okay? This is the part that what you play. But we know that this is much more important how you play. the game. With the action that you have certain spacing, you need to have a right timing, and you need to execute in a right way. And then after the execution part is important, your players having right read and reacting in a right way. This is why now this is the topic we're going to talk about, ball screen. We call it ball screen because what we believe is pick and roll, pick and pop, plus is really important part of ball screen offense is handoff. Because end of the day, the ball handler with the ball and a screener with him is a ball screen action, right? And another thing that we call is PAG, which is, you call over here also get action. We call pass and get action, so shortening it and calling PAG, that we will try to talk in this time period, okay? So I want to jump up to there with the demonstration group. In advance, I want to thank to all of them for their effort, okay? We are over here, we will talk, first of all, the basic setup on offense, and then we will talk all the different spacing, how we execute. Please, white team to be on offense. Point guard over here, 2 men on corner, 3 men over there. You are 4, and our 5 men is on this elbow. So this is double high, we call horns, double high action, the basic setup. Now, what we want to initiate the offense, setting 5-man screen for 4, and you go to 45. So going 45, passing the ball, go for handoff. Now, this is the point. For us, spacing is the most important thing. He received the ball over here, you make the handoff, you have flare, 5-man, you set flare for 4, you stay on 45. Now, what we want, this is exactly wrong spacing, and whole day, yesterday we were talking with coaches, with Utah Jazz organization, and I was explaining sometimes we make 20 sprint just for this one-step player being over here, okay? If he repeats the same thing being over here, next time is going to be 40 sprints because this is the space that I want my player to be, okay? This is the space exactly you will be on corner. You got to be on 45, little bit open. Exactly. Now, the first thing I want to play ball screen on side, over here. This is the first space that we use. So 200, I'm going back to 218 plays that we play. Most of the ball screen action, we want to create this space for our offense, okay? We play offenses, but at the end, over here the spacing. Now I'm coming back to the point how you play this. So the ball screen happens, player play, and this is totally what I don't want because what I want is execution. First of all is timing. For the right timing, I want my ball handler, please go over there, you're running for the screen. I want my ball handler, first of all, to put his defender in a right space for the ball screen. So that means, can I get the ball? If I am over here, this is good, but the position that I play ball screen, I have to put my defender in a right situation to be a screenable position. So if I am on the right distance right now, I use my jab, I work over here and make until the screener comes to put him in a screenable position, okay? I don't let him to stay and attack me and to get out of the screen angle, okay? This is first thing. Second, let's say I take the ball out, I'm over here. Still, before he come for the screen, I have to put my defender in a screenable position. So I bring the ball down, I put my defender to a screening level. This is the crucial point for me. We do this like this year had 85 games in whole EuroLeague and domestic league, so sometimes we had 4 games in a week. So didn't have so much practice, but every single practice, starting from 20 to 45 minutes, we teach our players these fundamental basics, okay? So this is important how you play for us. So you got to bring the ball over here. Now, 5-man, my screener is coming, and I teach him always come and stay over here in your cylinder. You don't move. Now on, this is not your responsibility. This is responsibility of the ball handler. I bring my defender to a screening position, screenable position, and then I wait for the screen. This is rule for us. You have to wait for the screen because anytime when I put the player on screenable position, he's running at me and I start moving, this is offensive foul, Okay? Many offensive fouls happens just because of this, because your big man caught up on the motion. So as a ball handler, my duty is bring the defender down below and I wait. He comes, set your position and play. Okay? This is first thing. And many teams making this mistake, please come over here on the position. Many teams making this mistake, like wants to play in a tempo. We all say that, hey, come on, play up tempo. But this is different playing in rush and playing in tempo. If you don't bring the big man and ball handler in the right position, in a right screening angle, and you are not able to use the screen, then this is not going to work. You will just run over here, he will come with you, and 5 men will stay with his man. So it's not going to work. Okay? So this is how you play part is really important for us. Set the screen. Now, one of the basic setup for us on pick and roll offense, we call this four corner setup. What we want to have the right spacing because we want separation between the positions, because next step, come for the pick please, wait for the screen. Come for the pick, and of course, the certain level, we assume that our ball handler has a shooting ability. This is first thing that we consider. We need him to be shooter. So in this case, many of the teams, as you know, is going to go for show-up defense. So the big man will be aggressive, and ball handler defense is going to come. Many of the teams stay over there. The rotation-wise, they send the double-side corner player come all the way to protect the paint, and this player either split these two players or stay on the passing lane and don't let the first pass happen. Okay? So in this case, again, I'm going back to teaching point, how you play. We always break down and teach our big man to have short roll. Because what we want after the screen, to have short roll over here and exactly on this spot to turn and wait for the passes. Either pocket pass you're going to have, or what we want from our guards, come over here. I'm a little bit higher than you, but come over here. Jump and make the pass. Okay? Then after, this is again reading. We work on this always, individual with our players, our big man. Short roll, catch, face up. Always, first of all, what you're going to do is face up. We never teach our player, take and immediately attack. Or take or immediately swing the side. No, catch and face up. And another fundamental is important for us. Please come over for the screen. You set the screen, the defense is hedging, you play. First of all, our guard in any situation to be aggressive. This is the first thing we want. We want you to be aggressive. If they are hedging, that means you will drag them out. So it's going to be position for this big man, okay? Or next step, if they go shadow, you are again aggressive. But stay over here, hold the ball. The fundamental that we want from our 5 men is this. Setting this screen, and you are hedging. This situation, we don't want him to roll in this way, to turn his back. We want, over here, hedge situation. You go out, please. I am the screener now. Pick, and after the pick, open with the closer leg and wait over here for half second. Okay? Wait over here for half second because after this pass, now my turn start. We teach our big man to shoot from here. If he's coming, watch. You have back cut to feed this player, find the shooter. Okay? This is first thing. Again, this show up defense, what we do. Second thing, to talk. You will have short roll again. Playing the ball screen. Now, player over there is splitting. We want the 45 player to step up a little more. Exactly. Hedge. And you have short roll. You go hedge. You go hedge. No. You go hedge. You go hedge. I want this pass, quick pass to him. And now, exactly 2-on-1 situation, the player is coming. You can have pass to have closeout attack. Okay? And another important thing that I want from my big man. Many of the big men, we say deep roller. Instead of making this short roll, they just keep going underneath all the way. But how we teach is a little bit different. That in that case, big man, please come over to recover. So he hedge and recover. Corner player over here. I don't go all the way. You come over here and exactly over here I nail it. And wait. So this is pass for me to finish. Okay? So we don't want player to go always all the way down, and because pass, pass. At that moment, this 2 pass distance, 5 men is going to sprint back. Think about the quick feet. 5 men will sprint back and immediately deny me or push me out. So I'm out of the picture as a score option. Plus, I already made this player to not to be able for closeout attack because me and my defender is already in the paint. Okay? This is why we use and we believe a lot the short roll situation to create against this hedge defense. Okay? Please come back over here again because another spacing that we work, 4 men over there, same way we play. You go to 45 setting the screen, same initiation, passing the ball and you go for handoff. Now another spacing that we talk and we believe is effective, the corner player using him, we call it trick action. The time he make handoff, you will have basket cut. So many of the defenders either watch this or deny. So the time he make the handoff, this is cut for you, but which way to cut? Defender is over there, he received the ball, you fake and cut in this way. The time I receive the ball, many times, this is contact from the player and to finish. Or exactly like this player come and you find outside, okay? This is initiation of offense and option for us to use. So you keep this cut, no pass, you go all the way to corner, you are over there, you flare already, after handoff you flare already. Now again, we come to the point we play ball screen on side without corner player. So we have 3 players over there. Now a little bit different, the spacing that I want to take my ball handler a little bit down below of this angle because 3 players over there. So always I want you to attack a little bit again. Make this player in a screenable position and my 5 men is coming. And same principles, wait for the screen, use the screen, make your defender defend the ball so he's going to be in a screenable situation, okay? So I play the ball screen again. Let's say hedge defense is over here because I have a shooter guard. You will have short roll situation. Most of the teams, again, corner player has responsibility, 4 men little bit step up, and you will split. Both of you won't be in the same time in the paint, okay? So again, I have quick pass action, or I find the short roll player passing over there. One of the guards has to come to him. This is 2-on-1 situation. Again, I have back cut. If you take this player, I have outside pass, or one of these 2 players, okay? This is another spacing we believe and we use a lot. Now, going on this situation, bringing the ball up top again. Again, corner player is over there. So let's talk about another defensive reaction. We said read and react. In this case, again, screen, receive the ball, you go for handoff, you stay on corner, you flare. Now, ball screen on side, you bring your player in a screenable position, right? You work on that, you come for the pick, you wait for the screen. Now, let's say the opponent playing we call shadow defense, which means 5-man defender, I'll be the 5. You use the screen and attack, okay? 5-man defender, the time his player goes down, roll down, he goes with him, you go with player, and what they do, they jump from the next player into the penetration player. You are more in between this situation, because if he's jumping and you are all the way in the paint, this is obvious, okay? So many teams is just stunned in between these 2 players. So what I want in that case, go back over here. Again, this is how we play. We can create thousands of offenses to come to this point, okay? But we read and react in this situation. Playing the ball screen, first of all, again, my guard has to be decisive. That means the time he attack, if he is late, now is different for big man to roll all the way down to finish, okay? So his responsibility to go with his man, he's gonna jump over here. And in this jump situation, 2 things I do. I either slash this player on 45 to cut to the basket, or if I have a shooter 4, I make back cut because he's already 2-on-1. You cut and you little bit flare. So whoever over here will have an advantage to shoot, to attack. Okay? This is against shadow defense. We use this spacing. So bring the ball up over here. And next phase we will talk ball screen again on side. So we come to this point again, and let's say they play under defense. Many of the teams also using this under defense. You go under the pick, And in any situation, you open up, you let him, no, defender, exactly. Under, you take the dribble, and for us, is automatic reaction, repick. So you're gonna turn and repick this. In Europe, I would say 99%, the second screen is going to be switch defense, okay? So in switch defense situation, what I want, you take this, you take the player, immediately roll all the way down, okay? You roll all the way down, many teams is going to be front situation over here, full front situation, and let's talk our teaching point about guards attack. If this happened, this is a quick offense, as you see. Swing the ball, they under repick, they switch. So we have at least more than 12 seconds over here. What I want, immediately my ball handler to dribble the ball up, pass to 4 over here, because then that's going to stop the 4-man make weak up and down switch, okay? And immediately come up and receive the ball. Now, the time he received the ball, we are around, again, 9 between 10 seconds. I want certain spacing from rest of the players. We know that what we're gonna use, but it seems like a random. You immediately come to 45, you go down over here, you seal this player, but wait over here. Okay, you come in this position. Pass, get it back, and immediately attack. The time he attacks, I want you, whoever of you, either back screen or down pick. Let's say you make the down pick, you come off. So many teams reaction switch, end of the shot clock. I want you to set flare for this player. Set the flare, 1 second. This is the important part, to use the screen. Another teaching point that we work, you have to wait for the screen also over here when you use the off-screen situation. So that means you need to wait for 5 men. You don't move before, okay? But the thing, you need to go closer to your man. The time I come over here, you have 1-2 step, not more because he's on top. He will over here and you set the flare screen. I sprint to the corner, you attack at the same time, and if this is shot. If you're doing that, this is shot. So reaction of the teams are switching this again. So what we mostly get is you switch, pick, and after the pick, he's going to set back screen for you, so it's not easy to go front of him. You are on this position. It's kind of a flat screen, maybe my mistake. It's going to be a flat one, this way, okay, because he's running in that way. You go, I set the flat screen, you go, you gotta switch, and I will slip. And I know I teach my players, we teach our players this with the individual workout. We create 2-on-0 situation, 3-on-0 situation, and work on this stuff. So I know that this ball handler, first of all, will look for 5-man side. They switch 2-on-4, and I will have this flat screen, slip all the way. You look for this, the time you attack, or you look for outside player. Now we cannot go live because of the time and the group that we have, so I leave it little bit your imagination, okay? The time that he attacked, 5-man has the flat screen, so instead of enjoying with the basket, you make the defense, however, and this player is slip. If you are still engaged with this player or on this penetration, this is outside shot for shooter, okay? So no matter what we play as a set play, end of the day we come to this point, especially in EuroLeague. You know that many teams are going to switching defense, and end of the shot clock, you come to this point, okay? And another situation that I want to talk is going to be same setup, but ball screen on top. So please go back to the same spots. You got time? 5, screen for 4. 4, receive the ball. Now, you take the ball. Now we play different way. I have 4-man, shooter 4-man. Now imagine shooter 4-man, because next step we will use like a 2 big men, having 2 big men and different spacing. So 4-man is over here. This is exactly what I don't want from my 4-man. So receiving the ball and looking at him. No, always we want our players to be a threat, because anytime possible, you will have an option to attack, to score, you are open. Now, what I want from you, 5-man, you have this UCLA over here. UCLA, step up a little bit, exactly. Over here, UCLA, and same time, you come back for this. Fake and come back. If this is obvious and open, defender, after the pass, you will defend him. If he's chasing all the way and he's behind you, you cut all the way, to go for the score. We always tell our players to be aggressive to score, to be hungry to score. But end of the day, of course, you will read and react. Now execution part, you come back, he's chasing you, pass the ball back. Now, ball screen on top. This is another spacing that we want from our team to play ball screen on top. But most of the time, we want to attack to single side because there are different advantages of having single side. Ball screen over here, wait for a second. Again, you put your player in a screenable situation, okay? And then, depending on the situation, we will react. So he's having the screen. Now, hedge defense, what I want from my player, hedge, you are more vertical, you go over. And any of you, and most of the time, the double side corner player, because I have a shooter, foreman over here, okay? He will be ready. Again, same fundamental to roll down and watch. You go all the way, not all the way, but you go free throw line, and again, same spacing. Now I watch the rim. Whoever coming, I will react. If this much, and he's still over there, then this is backdoor action. Or I have a shooter, I feed the shooter, okay? Or if you have shot because he's hesitant over there, I will take the shot. We tell all our big men, all our 5 men, don't even hesitate to shoot the ball from here. This is one thing. If you are a player, you will go and work for this shot. So there is no excuse for my player to not to watch this rim, okay? No matter what happens, he will watch the rim. And if needed, he's all the way down, he will take the shot. No doubt about that. If he misses, that's my responsibility. I didn't make him work enough for this mid-range shot. Okay, so short roll, he received the ball, either back cut depending on the rotation, or let's say he stayed all the way and he's coming for the rotation, you are over there. And some of the teams come with 4 men. I pass the ball, I have a shoot 4 over here to shoot the ball, to take the shot, okay? And another thing, let's say we have 2 big men, non-shooter 4 men. So in that case, let's start with the same execution. 5 screen 4-4. 5 screen 4-4, 4 receive the ball. You go ahead, fake, and come back. The time he received the ball, now what I want from you, the time he received the ball, you will have immediate basket cut. So either backdoor or you slash it, okay? Pass and go. The time he go, I receive the ball on top, I look for this. You go all the way. Yes, stay underneath, exactly. If this is possible, I will pass because many of the players, come over here please as a 4. The time I receive the ball, shooter 4-man, he's with me. This is like pass and go. He has to react. If he is late, this is pass and go layup 4B, okay? If not, I'm not a shooter 4. He gave me a distance again, fake, and I put my body like trick action that we call, right? Over here. You immediately step and he will put his body to me. This is contact and to finish. Another thing. Third thing, over here, Murat, come over please. You made the backdoor, you are exactly on top. Now your duty, no rush. You look for that and you bring the ball over here for a screenable position. Okay? You are underneath. Now, I have a non-shooter 4. I play ball screen on top and same time, I want you a little bit more because you have shooter over there. You cannot come all the way down. And I want the time they play ball screen over here, play the ball screen on this side, I am going to seal exactly over here. So whatever the defense is, my target again 5 men. So the 5 men is over here. You have to, as a defender of this 4, now he's non-shooter, but he has this threat on low post, right? So I will either pass to him, go over there please. You can 1 step up now to receive the ball, 1 step up. Now I'm going to go back to the 1 point. Maybe I missed that. We teach these teaching points and we are really strict about that. But what we say to our players, you have duty, move without ball. So no matter what, I put you in an initial position over there, but the time you need to step out, you are over here in the right position. First of all, shooting position, right? He played, I go over there. Pass, pass. If nothing, he turns and I go back to the same point. So I keep moving without ball. Again, breakdowns, we work on this. Move without ball, move without ball. So seal over there, ball screen on top, please. And it depends. Let's say again, hedge defense, because I have a shooter guard over there. Hedge, you have the short roll, pass the ball over here. Now, again, the other day we had very productive, let's say, clinic between the coaches with Utah organization. I would like to thank to them, their coaches, they are great. Around 4 hours we talk about basketball, and that was one of the points that we talked. Catching the ball over here, you have non-shooter 4 and 5. If you have, let's say, non-shooter 5-man, nobody is going to come, then this is time for him to be aggressive, to go to finish. If the time that I hit the ball, you come over here, then my big man has to be able to make this big-to-big passes. And believe me, we work a lot on this big-to-big passes. We take our big man and we work this because the reaction that our 5-man over here, if he's stepping out, this is bounce pass or directly hoop, okay? Lob pass or bounce. Never direct pass, never, because hands work and size is going to be turnover. So I catch, face up, bounce. Give me the ball. I catch, face up that Murat cannot dunk now, okay? This is the detail that we need to focus. Your big man has to be able to pass to each other. This is the point that I go again, how you play this game, okay? Ball over here, next thing that I will show, and on top, screen, ball screen. My time is up, I don't know.
How much time do you need?
Don't leave me. If you leave me, I'll go, so don't leave me. Okay. Then ball screen on top, over here, let's say shadow defense again. The player is sealing over there, asking for the ball. His duty is somehow to defend him or the corner player. So I keep attacking. Going back to 2-3 possessions before, I want my ball handler to be aggressive, right? You will be aggressive, especially if shadow defense that we call. I'll take for a second. So again, good screen, wait for the screen, go close, you go with him, I attack, you have to react with me in between. Now this different fundamental that I want my 5-man to roll all the way to finish, either high pass or but without stopping to finish. The time he does that, he's on rotation, you gotta be engaged to come over here to help somehow. In that case, I'm coming back to the same point, move without ball. Now since 20 minutes you are comfortable over here, right? In this corner they do whatever they do and you are over. Now this is the time, now he doing this, you gotta go to the passing angle. So not 45 actually, the mid post extended is good for you to take the shot. Okay, because the time he attacks, he will be around there, the rotation comes. You don't need to come over here 45, you will stay behind him. So move without ball is really important. Let's go through this and see how we do. Come for the ball screen, you seal, you already cut. Screen over here, get close to the screen, use the pick, attack, you roll all the way down. Nope. Attack means you attack. You attack. Make him come to you. He has to come to you, otherwise it's going to be shot or attack for you. Okay? And this is going to be outside pass for the player. Okay? And last point that I want to make, and then I'll finish. Many things to talk, but let's talk how we react against channeling defense. Because also in NBA, many teams, not many teams, all the teams using this channeling. So let's go back to the position we use double high, the 4-corner situation. You set screen, you go back to there, you go handoff. The time you make handoff, now you flare, you go, and ball screen coming. So teams, channel. That means you push the player, you are all the way on the corner, and you channel player, you drop down over here. It depends, channel, if you want the 5-man to make him stay high or make him stay more deep and just to be more conservative because of his slow feet or whatever, or the ball handler is not good shooter enough, or he's not able to turn around your big man. But anyway, channel defense. In this case, what we want from our players, again, coming back to the same point, how you play. I want my ball handler, don't stay so close to the sideline. This is going to kill me. This is not the right spacing, okay? So the time I see the channeling action, as a ball handler, I move the ball a little bit back. So now I have more room. I have no rush. Never rush. You play with tempo is different than being in a rush, okay? So you gotta wait to me to get the right position, and then you will come for the screen. I will wait for you, don't worry. I bring the ball over here. I'm in the position now. No, that's not your footwork. Now you take, What we want from our big man is run and use your hip in this position, okay? So right now, as a big man, as a passing option, I see can you step off a little bit? I need to see you. So I see everyone over here, okay? What I want, again, my ball handler to be aggressive with ball. So he's going to be aggressive to create me an option. Be aggressive with ball. He's going with him, and I pop out. The time I pop out now, it's time. We talk about timing right over there on the board. The time for 4 men to either slash or to go for the pick. First of all, please go in the right position. You're over here. Many teams will shift with this player, right? And you will be the stunt player in between 2 players. So the time I pop out, first of all, if I have a shooter 4 man, he's dead. Immediately 2-on-1, okay? But anyway, I assume that he just fake and go back to this player. So the time I receive, you fake. The time I receive, the time he make this fake, you will slash, okay? You go slash, he has to, practically, you don't take him. Practically, he will have this fake, and then the time he cut, can you go out, please? The time he cut, fake, and he has to go back. Because if you stay over here, this is shot for him, okay? Going back to that point, you pop out and receive the ball, you slash over here, he has to react. Now you come for handoff. You dribble the ball all the way for handoff. It's impossible to be channel anymore. Impossible to be channel, okay? So one simple action, right screening, using the hip, pop out, going to second side. Impossible to be channeled, but you take the ball over there, please. You go to corner. Again, teaching points, the fundamental stuff. He received the ball over here. You go for handoff, and you come for handoff. This is totally wrong. This is what we don't want. Watch the corner player fundamental, please. You go to corner, you are his defender. Many times, the time he slash this player, instinctively, he will have this action, right? Reaction. He cannot go immediately to have this deny. But let's say still he wants to do that. Your duty always to come close to your player. If I run straight, watch this. I run straight and he meets. He has shorter distance to catch me. Okay? Over here, and I will not be able to make the handoff in a right way. So you gotta go to your player, and this is what I want from my big man to come all the way to 45 for handoff. So I contact and come over here. Now, this is time for me to attack. Okay? On 45, we have enough room. I have a shooter 4. In that case, you go all the way corner. You go over there. Okay, this is the spacing that I want. You make the handoff action. Over here, go for handoff, right on side. It's really difficult to channel. Almost impossible now on. He's a little bit late. Now time for you to be aggressive and time for you to go all the way to dunk. He's going to come for rotation. You make the decision. Now, the last point that I want to talk, again, fundamental stuff. We always teach our big men this. Come to handoff because, sorry, what's your name? DJ. Watch DJ now. Go for handoff. DJ, after the handoff, roll down, feed DJ, and DJ go to finish. You come for rotation. Go to finish, go to finish, go to finish. Stop. Now, what we teach for our big man, the time you catch the ball, if this is not an obvious dunk situation, always we want him over here to have this roll, catch, and stop. You stay on corner, first of all. Immediately, this is again 3-on-2 situation, okay? So I stop and watch the rim, cut, I feed the cut, either high pass or boom, bounce pass. Or I watch, he has to rotate or help, I have outside passes. So the point that we make, Mauricio made about sharing, we made as a coaches in our office sharing, and also on the court with these 5 players that we play is sharing for us. If you realize, we always look for the second, third, even 4th option to share the ball, to make the right passes. Okay, guys, this is from my side. Again, I would go, but this is the part that I want to show. Thank you for listening me. Any question, answer, I don't know is that. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
We're running a little behind, so maybe we'll take just 10 minutes for some Q&A.
Yep. I have microphone. I am mic'd up. Mic'd up.
Because I've got GM questions if somebody else does. Anything you guys want to ask? You filled it all out. All right. We're going to bring up Sergio right now then. Stand up so we can hear you.
Let's make the others listeners.
Yes, sorry for my English. I'm from
Sorry for
Argentina.
mine.
Okay. When the two big men no shot, the position of the low big man
Yes.
is right here or more close than baseline.
What you mean more close than baseline?
Here is the
Yes. I play the
screen.
ball screen on top.
You
Yeah. I
display
want
play
him
here
to,
or
No. What I want from him to ask for the ball over here to seal the player. If the player is not coming, then it automatically goes the position that you say. If this player is not coming to defend me, if he's already over there, then I have this position, of course. So this is reading. What I say is, I am asking for the ball over here. If he's not defending me, believe me, this is easy pocket pass over here. If he is not denying and he is like Warren over there in a rotation position, then of course, automatically he will get this position the time he take the ball behind the player or high passes. But first of all, I teach him to ask for the ball over here. Be a threat, make this guy to defend me. If he's not defending me, this is easy pocket pass. If he's defending me, then this is the pass for this player. If he rotates, then I'm ready. Okay?
that because the big man is the first option. You bring the four
Yeah, if
close for this.
If you play hedge defense, then this big man is the first option because against hedge show-up defense, it's not easy to feed him, right? Then this is my first option.
Okay.
If they are playing soft, lateral, we call soft edge, just the players step up lateral with you, then this is pass option immediately. To him, pass to pass, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, if I passed you too much.
No, I'm an offensive player, not a defensive player. All right, Will.
Our next speaker is another legendary international coach who I've gotten to know. He's a friend of many of you. He's been over a few times to the States. He's consulted some. Sergio Scariola is had great success. He's a championship coach in multiple countries. He's a national coach of the Spanish national team. And he's going to talk today about pick and roll attack, okay, and how the Spain team attacks the pick and roll a lot of different ways. So please welcome my friend Sergio Scariolo.
Yeah, thank you, Rick. Thank you. And my hands. This is basketball dirt.
Thank you. That's great.
We weren't prepared for that.
We just need a Kleenex.
Here we go, right here.
Thank you. No problem. Take your time. Yeah, maybe it's.
You okay?
Okay, good morning, everybody. This is what the basketball community is calling Spain Picaro, right? I don't know if we use it first time. Actually, I used it first time 10 years ago, and we were in Russia. So it was not even born in Spain, by the way. And I can't guarantee you that some coach in Groenlandia or Papuasia or New Zealand or whatever used it way before me. I will tell you a story about this. We were around 25 years ago, we were preparing for the new season in Bologna, in our club team in Italy. We had a player who was, can you bring me the paper again, please? Oh, thank you, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we had a player which actually played 1 year in the NBA after that. His name is Vincenzo Esposito, now is a coach, who was really good when he was going to his right to curl and to finish with a good penetration, a good hook shot over here, while when he was going to the other side, toward his left, he was excellent in making a right, left, stop, and three-point shot, right? So we had a bunch of plays to make him go out to one side, to make him curl and attack the basket. Some other plays we were running to make him go on his left to take threes. We were trying to, all summer figure out how we could become less predictable. Have everybody know that when we were running that play to make it go right, he was going to drive. We were running the other place to his left. He was going to take a shot. So at the end of the summer, we end up with this idea, which for sure everybody know. We had the 4 here, the 5 here. We will put the 3 men on one elbow, and we had Enzo have a chance to choose either going toward his right side. In this case, 4 we pop, 5 is right side, 1 we move again away from the ball, and 3 we're going to the corner to finish with a good spacing with the right hand, or go to the other side, to his left. So let's say that here, so 3 was moving away from the ball, 4 was moving away from the ball. He was going to have the right space to take a 3, right? So the very first game we were supposed to play against Milan team, coached by Mike D'Antoni. And they had a player, his name was Antonello Riva, Italian basketball legend, who was exactly the same kind of play. Great curler to the right, great shooter to the left. The very first call, we were so happy to have a new play to put on the floor, we call it, and Esposito came off the screen. He had the right-hand curl, made the basket. Their very next call was same play, Antonello Riva coming off his left side, taking a 3-point. We look at each other, we start to laugh as hell. It was like, all summer to come here, first game in the league, hiding it during preseason, and then just we go on the floor. We have the same play ready. So this is why I tell you that, okay, we are happy that in the basketball community, our set is called like Spain Pick-and-Roll, but for sure, everybody has done it before us. Why we start to use it? Basically, like everything, you have some need into your team and try to find solutions in order to make it work. And actually, what we were looking for, it was first, not to have to choose either attack toward the 2-man side or the 1-man side. Because frankly, I like most of our offense, regular pick-and-roll offense, go towards the 2-man side, to have just one man behind and having the defense has another time to help versus the roll against any possibility of rotation, right? But, as you know, if defense goes behind the first screen and we had to re-screen, then we should attack the 1-man side, where the 2-man side behind, right? So we were trying to avoid this situation, and we were figuring out how to have just any decision our opponent would make to have just one player behind our roller. So we said, let's put our 3 and 4 here, where to put the other one, we say, let's see what happened if we put it here. Okay? This is so the first reason why we started is try to have 2 one-man side. Second point was we have the starting point guard was right-handed, the backup was left. So we wanted to try to see a situation where we could use the same play for the starter and the point guard. And in this situation, we could do this or this. It's pretty symmetric, right? With this man setting his back pick up. So second need was have something which could work either right or left. Third situation we were looking for, hide a bad shooter. So everywhere we were trying to see different set where to put a regular shooter, not too good shooter, without taking away spacing to the team. So we realized that if we would put him here, into the paint, his man should have guarded somehow. Again, we saw a little bit after that if we had this back screen with 2 and 3 in the corners set from a 4-man, most of the defensive reaction on this back pick was a switch. So running the situation, not in a full speed to throw the alley-oop, which was let's say the basic option, but more in control to get to the elbow, to read the situation. On this back pick, we could have got a switch from the defense having their X4 versus our 5, and our 4 popping out versus their defensive 5. And we could, especially using power mark, we could have a lot of advantage having them switch, have our 5 defending from the 4 underneath, right? This was, let's say, a secondary advantage we tried to get. So, like, the pharmaceutical company, right? They had the active principle. So we want to see this. Then they build up the medicine around, like we do with our plays. We want to run this situation, where to put other players, and this is what. Then if the patient die, they will change probably the medicine. So we do with the set. I mean, we don't make basket. We got to change it. So next step, of course, was to be able to react to the most common defensive adjustment our opponent were going to do. That was, of course, the next step we always do as a coaches when we put up a new situation, right? So basically, what we want to see now, it is, let's say, how our opponent were starting to play defense against this, and how we try to find a way to make those small adjustments to make the, let's say, the situation effective, no matter what the opponent defense was trying to do. Can we have 5 players with 5 blue on offense, 5 white on defense? So let's start from, let's say, a pretty typical defensive reaction, which was, let's have our 5 men here on the right elbow. Let's put it in the middle so we can choose a side. Our 2 men under the basket. Who's the 2 men? Right here. 3 and 4 to the corner. And when our point guard will take a side, you will stay in the corner. You will come up ready to get a pass and triangle. Okay? So we said we can go toward the left elbow to show the team we want to play this kind of a screen, and just start to come up, please. When defense comes up, setting a back pick versus the help, right here, okay? Having him roll to the basket, stay in the corner. Come up, advance. You have a chance to drive because sometimes there is no really help here. The guy gets stuck in the screen. And we did, especially Sergio Llull, probably you know him pretty well from Real Madrid. He was so aggressive with his right that he could find a little window to attack, to drive, and to finish to the basket. Or, of course, if any help would happen, to throw the ball like an alley-oop over there, right? Or, finally, if that man would help, drop down help, go inside. Have a pass right there for a three-point shot, or nail it to receive inside, right? Okay? Then, same situation, if he would move, for example, with the lefty guy who moved right, catching on the left, making the back, right? This is pretty easy to see. Go back. Let's go back right to left. When we were finding somebody who would edge in a pretty high edge on the side, like this, set your screen, go, take your left elbow, set the screen right here. This was the easiest situation to attack because the back pick at a good angle was just a flat back pick right here, trying to offer as you know, the biggest body he could find on his way back to recover. Just stay straight, set a strong back pick over here, go over the pick right here. We said you have a chance to drive, but if there is any help, you can throw the ball over there or read the situation, right? So, first, easiest situation, pretty high side edge, back pick right there, right? The problem was coming, and one more thing. When we were finding this kind of defensive reaction, our angle was elbow to middle. So get the elbow, screen to the middle, make a back pick on the outside. Okay? Right? Now, when we were starting to find people who were putting his man down low right here, more flat, okay, we needed a little bit more of timing and spacing and reading the situation. So again, now, the angle would change. We'll start from the middle to the elbow. Okay? So, set your screen right here. Take it right there. Now, if he was waiting inside here, of course, we had to change our screening angle. Also because sometimes the guy was really deep flat inside here, right? So there was basically no angle for a back pick. So what we try to do in this case is advance the ball in control, get to the elbow, in, screen this way, okay? Right here. You roll to the basket to the other side, you come up, making him have a hard time either help or guard you, okay? So we were trying to catch him from the side, okay? So if this guy was going in the air, our ball handler was advancing, you would throw the ball over there, and when he was trying to turn to go back and recover, he would find again the biggest space, the biggest body we could put on his back on a screen, okay? Now, back. In this situation, again, especially against really deep, flat defense inside, middle to the elbow, one step, roll. We were using another option, especially when we had somebody who could pop up and shoot. Of course, finish turning your angle, your screen angle, screaming like this, having short roll or pop over there, hit him for a shot, or if he was not a really good shooter, or he would, lose the timing, don't switch. Just get back. Get back on your own, man. Okay? Lose the timing of the jump shot. We were immediately continuing with the dribble and off on the other side. Again, try to push him in and then go to the ball. But keep going. On this dribble and off over here, spread out. He would do another back pick right here. Okay? Boom. Okay? What we found out is that sometimes even deep flat defense are kind of advancing, getting close to their man if he has the ball. Even if he's not a great shooter. They don't dare to leave him completely, wide open with the ball in his hand and staying deep down here. They would make a step. And then on the end off, sometimes they are higher in the help and we can catch them on a back pick again. Okay? Should we do it? Want to try to do it? You pop, turn your angle, fake a shot, dribble and off, one more back. Let's go. Come on. Right there. Just give me a minute. Okay. Wait. Wait for him to put the ball on the floor. That's the signal for the dribble and off to start happening. Okay? Now you forget your shot. We go straight for the dribble and off. You pop even, dare to pop even, outside the tree or between the elbow and the 3-point line. Let's go. Wait. Don't forget that you have to change your angle, turn, and screen his man inside right here. Okay? So, high edge, back pick, flat head on the side. We want to work for the pop. Maybe we'll have another signal. Scream him inside. Okay? And then another back pick over there. Let's go. Come on. Go. Pop over here. Square out. Side dribble. Good. Dribble and dog right there. Go to the basket. Go. Right. And then pop. Okay? Right? So this is what we want, more space on the left. So we try to go a little bit more middle to the elbow. Okay? Now, another situation, defensive situation we were usually facing on this, it's bumps or even switches with this man screen. So let's keep going. Make your back big. We're here now. Wait. Stay pretty high over there. And this man is bumping right here versus roll. Okay? In this case, the second time we sit, we don't even set the back pick anymore. Go back. If we see that they play this kind of a defense in this situation, wait. Stepping out, helping versus the roller, we forget the screen, we jump out immediately. And we change the duty. So you're going to be the screener, keep him inside, and we can have an easy 3-point shot over there. Okay? As soon as we see that they bump, we switch responsibility. Screener becomes shooter, shooter becomes screener, we keep him inside, we have a good opportunity for a 3-point shot. Okay? Let's do it. Go bump on his roll. Boom. Right there. Okay. Okay. Perfect. That's what we want. So, again, if we detect that the opponent defense is basically leaving the screening man to go help, another possibility could be that they want even to switch on this, okay? So in this case, go back on your move, make your switch on this. In this case, we don't even screen. We just pop out, you continue, see your new opponent, and we create a triangle to play for him inside, okay? Okay? So, when we see, third case, a switch in defense, we forget the back pick. You just pop out, roll inside, and create good spacing for him to nail, and we work for him inside. First priority mismatches, inside. Let's go. Come on. Right there, switch it. Wait. Switch on the picker. Yeah. So the best switch would be 1-5, so we don't want any other player involved. Just pop out, create a 1-5 mismatch, that's it. Let's go. That's what I mean. Just pop out immediately without staying. When you see they switch, run out. Yeah. We don't want your own opponent make a third switch over there. Okay? Bring it with you. Let's go. Okay. Wait. That's the situation. Mismatch inside, mismatch outside. Right? One more time. So this is against switches, right? Now, let's put our foreman here now. So let's have the foreman here, the two men in the corner, and we are using this situation with the four in two cases. We talked about the switch already, right? When they switch on this back pick to create a mismatch, 5 inside against 4, 4 outside against 5, right? We already talked about, let's do it quickly. One time, right here. Just go, back pick, switch, go, pop out here, nail, come up to receive, triangle, right there, ready, right? Okay? Now, go back. When we see that their defense is either bumping or switching, we put our number 4 here for another reason. Go back in your back pick, right here. So let's go make, and this guy is ready to leave his man to switch. So when, in this case, when we sit, we want to slip to the basket and make a layup. We had a couple of layup per championship, easily like this, okay? They leave a little bit before to make the switch, slip. This is the reason why we switch position with 2 and 4, because we want a 4 right here. We want to encourage them to make this switch. We want to, let's say, force them to do it beforehand. So we have a 4-man, which is a bigger guy, slipping to the basket and having a layup. Okay? Let's do it. No. You go. They will switch for it. Wait. Don't even go to the screen. Don't even go. When you see switch, you just make a fake and slip it. Okay? Don't even get to the contact. Okay? Let's go. Right there. Okay? Then, of course, you will have a good offensive rebounding run to the basket against 4. Okay? This is basically what we have met overall. Among all the most common defensive reactions. Now, we said, get the active principle, this trimming game with the 2 guys outside ready to punish help with their 3-point shot. Now, let's put it, let's show a little bit how we will put it in a 5-on-5 situation beside let's say the regular one, which is with the very few seconds on the shot clock, 10 seconds, 8 seconds, we'll run it straight, okay? Let's have just one team on the floor, the other team catch a ball, please, and ready to do the same immediately after. So, who'll have our first situation we have been using. So now we just go through what we really did in a 5-on-5 situation, putting this principle into a set off. This is our 4 here in front of this elbow. The 2-man is over there, the 3-man here. Switch. Now, we want to start with the pass, but before that, we want to, fake a double high situation because we want their defensive big men be ready more on a help mode than on a denying the first pass mode. So, fake, come over here, faking that, and we're at this point, come over here, fake this, okay? Jump out, get the first pass, make a back pick, go straight to the basket. We can steal a basket once in a while, or the second, third time they go routine inside, we could flare and have a 3-point shot, okay? But just go it. As soon as it goes by you, go to the basket. Make a screen right here for your number 3, who's coming out to receive over there. Okay? And stay in the elbow. Now, 2-on-1 will basically get close to each other, and we have different options right here. We could screen over here, go up to get it, pass, move away, continue, make your pick, make your back pick. Okay? And we are in the same situation as before. Go back, go back. We could, no, stay here. Let's reproduce our final step. You're coming here, you can make a back pick for him, and go get a screen. Or we could simply fake to screen and work for the number 2. So we fake, you jump out over there, get your number 4 screen, you right here, pass, screen, go, execute, run to the corner, back pick, and do it, okay? Let's run it. 5-0. Let's go. You ready? Right behind me. Let's go, come on. Right there, screen down, come on here, pass, right here, okay, pick it on, now with 2, back pick, okay, let's go, blue team. Come on, finta el bloqueo, okay? Fake your screen right here, but make a pass, back pick, screen for 3. Not too far, right here. Here it is not. Right here, 3 is coming up already, okay? Thank you. Right here, let's go, come up, pass right here. Screen, hey. 2 men get to set the back with there. Do it again. Wait. You're not playing pick and roll. You're pretending you play pick and roll. What you're going to do is have your defense relax on yourself and be ready to help over there. So you can make a back pick for the point. Let's go. One more time. Come on. Okay, screen for 3. Go right there. Fake, come up here. Well, more or less. Go. Back pick. Let's go. Keep going. Okay. I hope you could catch the idea, right? So go back with the white. Other situation we used was 1 in the middle, 5 over there, 4 over here, 3 over there, say short corner, 2 short corner over there. Get a little bit closer to him, showing that he must pop out to receive a first pass. Make a pass over there. Now, back pick, like the UCLA card right here. In, jump out to receive. Right here, swing it. Wait, swing it. Back pick to 3. Continue. Wait there. Okay, you can go until the basket. You can receive a pass over here. If not, keep going with the stagger screen for 1. 4 spread out. Screen for Screen for 5. Run up there and make your back pick over there. Okay? Wanna try it? Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Go. First pass. Hey. You get the first pass right away. Let's go. Right there. Okay, swing it. Back pick. Right there. Try to get it. Good. Pick it all. Back pick. Okay, fine. Right? Got it? This was, for example, Sergio Rodriguez preferred this kind of situation because he was getting 2 screens from the 2 big men to receive the ball. Instead of making just 1 or faking a screen and getting up, he was liking more to receive 2 screens, a stagger screen, to play final this situation. Just, different situation for different players. Let's see what that we were doing. Then, next step, it was to show one of our regular situations, like for example, go with a shooter play, with a diamond situation. 2 men under the basket, 5 over here, 4 over there, and 3 on the elbow.
2 men.
Right here.
I'm the 2.
Yeah, you're the 2. Okay. Now, we will show we were running a shooter play, a diamond situation. For example, at 6-7 seconds to go, what we will do, it is run. Now, make a back pick right here. Make a pick 3, 4, 5 right here. Spread out, run up to play pick and roll, make a back pick right here, okay, for him, and then pop out. to receive. Okay? So yeah, you can throw it, you can drive, you can have the pop. So we want to show everybody we are running a diamond situation. No. Everybody focus on a diamond situation, a shooter play for him. Even make a little bit of a fake, one side, other side, stay on the elbow watching. So we want everybody to believe that we are running a shooter play. Okay? And then when you say go, we move like we said, we play running, the middle picker or plus back pick. Okay? Let's go. Come on. Faster, right there. Okay. Okay, one more time, a little bit faster. Yeah. Go, fake, work, fake, one side, fake, other side, right, okay. Go, come on. Right there, back pick, okay, perfect. Shot, nail, okay. Other situation, a floppy situation. We were with our 4 here, we were 2 here, our 3 over there. Want to show that we are running a typical floppy situation, pointer in the middle, and then go screen for him, run all the way through, go up, start to go up, run to the corner, run your pick and roll, make your back pick, right there. Okay? So show floppy, 2 screen for 3, 3 run up, 4 run out, 5 screen, and 2 make it back. Let's go. Show everybody. You want to play a floppy. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Okay. This is the idea. One more time, a little bit faster. Okay. And last thing, for example, a double high situation where our 4 is here, our 5 is there, our 2 is a short corner, 3 on the other corner. We'll take a side. This side is a screen. As soon as you see this coming on your side, start to clear. Wait for the screen, okay? So take this side, don't go too low, cut to the basket, you can receive it, or go out to the corner. Now, your kick, continue making your run, screening for your 3-man, okay? Now we have a different situation with our 3 screening, and we have our 4 on both sides, and our 2 on opposite side. So when you get to the elbow, run to make your screen, right there, and come up to set the back. Okay, we got you? Can try? Let's go. So show a double high situation, you're the first to move. As soon as you see this side, go. Okay, run it. Come on, keep going. Right there, in the air, better, possibly in high pass over there. One more time, again, better speed. Let's go. Back pick over there. Okay. Now, this is more or less the 3-4 situation we were using to put our principle into let's say a regular set. The last, let's go with one step backward to put it in when we had a 14-second shot clock to use. So no, we were not able to take a too quick shot. We will put in our 1 right here, our 2 right here on the elbow, 5 over there, 3 opposite, 4 down here. Okay? So when he was hitting the ball, you were screening, 2 for 4, come up, screen 5 for 3, right here on the elbow, no lower, right here. Make a pass to 4, okay? Make a pass to 3, run the situation. Remember the first set we were doing? Okay, coming through, take a pick, then screen for the one who's coming up, 2 in this case. Okay, you can continue, and now pop out, pick and roll, and back pick. Okay, just using the same situation from a side out of bound in a very easy way. Again, 14 seconds on the shot clock, no less. But with 10, could work. Well, as you know, in Europe we have a 14-second reset on a screen situation. Let's go. Hit him. Come on. Right there. Come on, come on, come on. Second screen. Okay, good. Pass. Good, good. Pick and roll. And Mbappe. Perfect, perfect. Okay, great. And same from a baseline out of bounds situation. Our 1 man here, our 5 man on the box. Here on the dunkers, 5 man. 3 man, the 3-point line. Ready to make a cut on his back pick. 4 is right here, the free throw line. Right here. And 2 over there, a little bit lower than that. Okay? So we were hitting the ball, making a back pick on a 3-point line. Right here, make a strong cut to the basket. Watch it, so we can steal a basket once in a while. Have a screen to the elbow. 2 screen for our 2. Continue to the corner. Oh, excuse me. Stay here. Stay here. Pass over there. Now, spread. Screen. 5 for 1. Yep. Get it? Back pick again. Pick and roll again. Plus back pick now is our 3-man setting the screen. Okay? Go back. Do it. Again. Going to the situation. Coming from a BOB. Let's go. Come on. Right there. Wait. Bad timing. We can get a shot over there, right? So because this man is helping on the 3-man cut. And maybe it can't step out on you, on your exit for a 3-point shot. Let's go. Come on. Right there. Watch it. Good. Stagger. Right there. Shot. Keep going. Let's go. Wait. Fight 1. Pick and roll 1-5. Back pick for 3. Let's go. Turn. Look. Make your pick here. And then I want you to turn right here. Right in front of the basket. Not too much on the side. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Good. Pass over there. Back pick. Right there. Okay, perfect. Still better lob pass than a bounce. Okay, we got it? Do it again one more time. Do it again. Just 1 second. Just to give a little bit. Go ahead. Stop when I say stop. Go ahead. Wait. Now. Keep going. Now, when the situation was with a close shot clock, like 1 second, 2 seconds, instead of keep going, spread the floor, instead of making that pass, hold the ball, go with the back pick here, 4 to 5, and 4 goes to the ball. Okay, just to put one, it is nothing to see with the pick and roll plus back pick. Let's do it one time. Go. Come on, go. Good. Oh, right there. Okay. In this case, we would start a little bit lower with our 4 and turn this way to have a better angle for the back. Okay? That's it. Good. Get back up here. So now, as we said, and we'll finish here. The way we had to keep the defense more honest, to have the defensive 5 stay higher, to catch him better in a back pick, most of the time was making him run a handoff. And one of the things we were doing to create a handoff situation was exactly this. We had 5 men here, 4 men there. In a double high situation, we were going with back pick right here. Clear. As soon as you see that it's coming on your side, move away. Okay? We could play either or these two guys. I will see after that, come out a little bit higher. When it goes off that, run to the basket, flash right here, and go to the corner. Okay? Hold it. Right here. Pop. Go to the corner, pop. Pass it. Now, on the pass, on the side, dribble. Let's go with the back door right here, or with a screen. If your man is not too aggressive, giving you options for a back pick right here, for a back door. If he's flat here inside, make your screen for him, and you go up to get the pass of the handoff. Right now, keep going. Now you make your back pick right here. You wait, end it off. Right, you come up, hand it off, wait. Continue, back pick, go to the middle, in, flare, 4-1 on the weak side. Right here. When it shows, off the screen, come up here, set a good flare screen for the 1. So we give an option to throw the ball over there, to make them pay for their bump with the 3-point shot here, in, 1 flaring, and 4 eventually cut it in if they switch on the flare, okay? Should we do it? Let's go. Go. Wait. No, hey, it's no problem. We were switched. Boy, wait, listen. No problem. You cut down, and if you don't get it, go to the corner. It's the same. Okay? There are different reasons why we do one thing or the other one. It could be too low right now. Let's go. Come on. Cut down. Okay. Good. Let's go. Go. That big flare, more or less. Let's do it one more time. Now, let's go with the back door. Go with the back door, not with the screen 3 for 2. Okay, back door and then come up for a back. Okay, let's go. Go right here, good. Side dribble, right there, and boom, flare. Okay. That's more or less what we were thinking. Maybe you have one more stuff over here. Yeah, basically the same principle was that we had 5 here, 4 there, get the back pick. We didn't want to start with the dribble situation. They were, for example, against extremely aggressive team on this double high situation, which were preventing us from going to the goal. We had to then play basketball, attack, roll it. We will make a pass over there, UCLA cut right here. As soon as he goes to the basket, sprint to the opposite corner, slash in, watch him, go to the corner, pop out. Now, same situation. Back door, dribble and off. No. Okay. Dribble and off, back pick and flare to the corner. Okay? Let's do it, and we're done. Again, when we want to start situation with the pass and no with dribble. Let's go. First pass. Wait. Timing. Pass. Cut. Letting go. Slash in. Go to the corner. Pop. Let's go. Right. Keep going. Let's go. Side set. Okay. Good. Back pick over there. Okay. That's basically it. So we just show what we were doing. There will be for sure 1,000 better options than these, but actually this is what you can find in our games if you go watch them. And again, the point is not as Coach, I think that's a great quote over there. Not what you will do, but how you will do it. So for example, there the angles of the back pick, the decision to change middle to elbow, elbow to middle. Being able to recognize what the defense is doing with scout or with a good reading when you run it the first time and getting ready for when you're doing it next to change and to adjust to what the defense is doing. Okay? If you see any question?
Any questions out here? Come on in, guys. You want? There's some space in here if you guys want to sit in here. Questions? Going once?
Everything was so clear.
Everything's so clear.
Perfect. Thank you for your attention. And to Rico for his presentation and for considering your friend. Thank you.
All right, we got one more speaker, and I want to talk about this just for a second. When Igor Kokoshkov got the job with Phoenix, it was a historic moment for NBA coaching. Our association stands for a lot of things. One of the things that we've really done over the last several years is welcome coaches from all over the world. Eri Messina, David Blatt when he was here. Igor's he's a veteran of the NBA. He's been with several teams as an assistant. He's been a big contributor to how offense is being played. You watch Sergio, you watch Erdem. I mean, these guys are doing things that are so creative. It's just beautiful stuff to watch. And the influence of the international game on the NBA game is ongoing. And so as an association, we welcome any time we can bring great coaches into our association because it raises the level of who we are and everybody gets better. Igor Kokoshkov, as of a month or so ago, is the first ever internationally born coach to become an NBA coach, which is an amazing accomplishment. I think you should give him a hand. He's very humble, he's very quiet, he's yes sir, no sir, all this stuff. But this guy is a great basketball coach and he's had a great impact on our game for many years. He was in the college game before coming over to the NBA. He's had some amazing accomplishments. Last year he led the Slovenian national team to the Eurobasket Championship, which had never been done. And this year, so far, he's undefeated as an NBA head coach. The Suns are 3-0 in the Summer League. So, what are you going to talk about today, by the way?
Well, I don't know if you can hear me. Appreciate for this opportunity. Really, I'm happy to that I can be here with you guys. Thank you so much for kind words coming from you. It means a lot. Every good team is based on a player. So, the one thing that I learned that it's we all have egos, right? We have super egos. But as long as your ego is in the right spot, then keep in the right place, then you can be more successful in this business. I'm going to talk about I believe we're going to talk about the offensive part, and moving right to the point. The way I see the offense, and when you start coaching your team, first of all, I always talk about ingredients. I mean, you can say, this is my philosophy, this is my opinion about a basketball and offense, and you got to look around and see who are your players and who are your big rocks, who are your main guys, and then you build everything around the big rocks and main guys. So everybody's talking about a pace in modern basketball. We want to go up and down. I don't know if you have horses to run, if you can defend to run. So we always talk about again, modern basketball is winning basketball. You win, you dictate a trend. And we all know you have to look around, you got to see what you have, and that's how you build your team. I was fortunate to be member and part of the coaching staff 2004, winning championship in Detroit, 2004. We played a half court. It was a blue collar team with the offensive minded players. There was Corliss Williamson, one of our guys who played on the team, is a member of my staff, and I'm happy to have him on the staff. But the point is, we play hard. We were a defensive-oriented team, and we won a championship. And then I moved to Detroit, and our philosophy was around with Steve. So you have to find a way. You have to find a way to win the games. Key for success is win the games. You win the game, you're successful. So it sounds simple, but anyway, the way we divide, and myself, the way I see offense, you divide in the numbers, which is fast break, and then we go to the early offense. Early offense back in the day, in my mind, was everything. Every time we're running, it's early offense. But then we divided. Quinn Snyder was very organized, and he said, okay, let's divide it in a quick trigger plays, which is drag, double drag, something that happens quick. It could be pistol action, could be wide pin down. So something that triggers quick, and that you read from there. You just play. Part of the early offense was also audibles. Audibles was set plays that we were still flowing into that. We're flowing into the spots, and we execute our offense. It's still part of the transition. Back in the day, in my mind, it was all part of the secondary break. But we divided in a transition offense into the secondary break and audibles. And then we play set plays in the half court, crunch time situations, and special situations. Now, obviously, the one thing that, since I can see a lot of international coaches and a lot of American coaches, obviously, the biggest difference in last 12 years, I was fortunate to spend a lot of time playing against and coaching against international coaches. They see the game a little bit different. They're very creative. They're good. A lot of great minds. overseas, and I learned a lot. They challenge me a lot and make me being a better coach. But the way they see offense, they have a lot of teams are running just fast breaks, and if you don't have anything, they pull it back and run a set plays. There's nothing wrong about it. And that's how they see the game, that's how they coach. But also they're running very simple, maybe 5, 6, 7 sets with the multiple options. And that randomness, it's hard to guard. Randomness is hard to guard because it requires more time to teach and requires smart players to recognize anticipation, perception, and then you read. So randomness is hard to guard, but it depends what kind of team you have. So one thing that we do in NBA, and then I'll learn from American coaches in NBA, that we have families. So with the families, once we establish the family, which is formation, and you establish your terminology, so then you can build your playbook. And I think the truth is both ways. I think that if you add a couple wrinkles, couple places in early offense or a set place with the multiple options give you randomness. And also you get in a family, you put in a formation, and then you counters. And then you control both. So if team needs you, I always say if team needs you, you got to step up as a coach, you got to call a play and create that shot. If the thing's going well, if you have a good musicians, they don't need a notes. They don't need the notes. You just put them in the principles, you teach the game of basketball with the concept, with the principles, and then they read. So I don't know your team. I don't know what kind of pieces you have, how many playmakers you have. Not the point guards, but how many playmakers you have. So if they need you, you got to step up. And the more stuff that you have in the back pocket, then you can help them. If the thing's going well, you're up 20, back off. But when the team needs you, then you have to create a shot for your team. So anyway, I'm going to need my 5 coaches, please. And they're going to demonstrate for us. Ball, please. So I'm going to skip numbers. Numbers are fast break, obviously the way how we're running in transition. I'm going to talk about offense and offensive situations. We're going to skip secondary break, and we're going to talk about audibles. I picked just one family, and we're going to, once we establish a family that, let's say I have a great slashers, and it's just a random personnel right now with a dominate 5, with a stretch 4, with the wings who can slash in a lane, and I got my point guard. So the part of presentation today we're going to talk about in our terminology. Some teams call it slice, some teams we call it corner. Okay, so for us it's C. I got my point guard right here with the ball. I got my wing on the side. I got a second wing over there, and bigs trailing. So, big debate. To me, as an old school coach, my ring runner, we're running wide, we're running for layups, and then we fill up deep corners. But right now, if my first big is a ring runner, I decide to teach both. Right now, we're saying if you have a dominate push guy who can break the lane, get in the lane, and turn the corner, he doesn't need a big fellow right here in the front of the lane. Okay? So I agree with that. Hopefully our big's going to be behind. So we're going to attack, if the gaps are open, he's going to go over the lane. And I allowed Corliss to be a rim runner, and if I respect his size and everything, we're still looking for lead passes, and we do both. We keep our bigs on the strong side, and we also can send him a big on the weak side, which we control. So if you ask me what's your opinion, where should the big go, weak side, strong side, we say both, okay? So we attack in the lane, we have a spacing, we run full layups, we fill up the corners, and also I give option. I want my big fellow to seal in the middle of the lane, and I have audibles. We have audibles that we're sending our big to the strong side, and we have audibles when Cole is going to clear out, he's going to be in a read spot up at the elbow right here, and that's a part of the formation. So today we're going to talk about, again, corner formation. This is my push guy. Cole is going to be strong side. Let's keep my 4-man as the first big. That's Coach Devin, and the 5-man trails. We're going to have a multiple option. Again, so we're gonna milk this with a couple options that we're teaching. And let's presumably we have a personnel for this. So if we have a corner 2, like first of all, the cat's got to be. We love kick ahead. We love playing with the pass. We love that I'm obsessed with the pass ahead. So we don't have to cross the half court. Coach Jamel right here, if he sees the wing is open, he's going to kick ahead much earlier. So we call a corner, which is self-explanatory. We're going to pass to the corner. We're going to fill up. We're going to go strong side. 5-man, or this is interchangeable. Right now, this Coach Corliss is my 5-man. We're going to swing it. We're going to advance to the second side. You're going to make yourself available. A lot of teams are going to take away this pass. We're going to talk about a pressure release. I got my big fellow right here at Coach Devin at the mid post facing the slasher right here. You got an option. So right now, we know we're teaching body in, body over. Whatever we teach defensively, like a body in, body over, whatever terminology you're using, offensively, we're trying to do the opposite. So beat me to the baseline. I'm dead in the water right now. I'm behind you. That's the first option. Right now, we're going to have a Grant Hill right here in the post-up. If he's a good post-up player, that's great. We stagger away. We bring Jamel on the top. Pass goes here. Keep coming, keep coming. Hold on. Just wait for a screen. We're going to time better. Hold on. Stay right there, Coach. You hit him and come up the stagger. So in our terminology, this is C2. You're going to come tight, attack this elbow right here. And options are, here you go. We know if Rip Hamilton come up this screen, we want a Chauncey Billups to slide, and we have a 3-man in the corner. We also, Coach Cariola was talking about his jack screen for us. Do the same thing, Coach. So coming off that screen is also options. When he comes tight, we can use our 4-man. Once when the pass come back, hold on. Let's jack, Brett. There you go, one more time. You're coming off. So attacking right here, pass back, and we can jack. Pass can come back to the point guard. As soon as he catches the ball, let's jack him. Here you go, one more time. Here you go. C2 all the way. Here you go. Got it. Good. Or 4-man if he's a stretch 4. Obviously, pin down, simple pin down is a 5-people defense. There is no 2-on-2. So if X4 is sitting in the lane, and Coach Devin is a great shooter as he was, he's going to pull his man in the corner. So I got to be on the weak side. Do you guys got to deal with a tight curl? So there's more space for a big fellow right now. And let's do the same thing, C2, but let's keep Coach Devin strong side. So same formation, same alignment. Coach calls C. They recognize right away you call family. This is a family. So they know and they're waiting for counter. So C2 equals stagger, kick ahead. Strong corner, swing. Here you go, slice cut. That's the first option. Keep bringing him up. Good. Post up this first option. Good. Hold on, you still set a stagger. So it's still stagger. First screen, go. We good. We haven't run this formation yet. So now you're coming off and we can pull. Remember a lot of teams in NBA. So Coach Collis is in mid post right here. They create a single tag. So you attack in the lane. 5-man is slipping, we're sliding in a corner, separate yourself, pull the guy from the nail, and we're looking for a weak side separation. So you can play with the defense. It depends who your 4-man is. Make sense? There you go. We don't have to stay with this anymore. Listen, if we call C, they know formation, and we have a triple. One of the wrinkles, that's a great shooter. My best shooter is in the corner. Let's run the exact same alignment. There you go. Move, swing. Good. Slice cut, bring the point guard on the top. Everybody's moving right now. So we had the first screen, back screen, coach. Back screen, that's the first screen. Second, third, coming off. And then Devin's going to read. We can tell him pull in the corner, come strong side, whatever your philosophy is. Make sense? There you go. Hey, if you call, again, it's easier for me to make a call and then explain. If you have a single, we get in the family, C family, and it's a single, it's a C1. So it's the same alignment, same. We're running, ideally, one of 4-man, again, as the first big. We're passing, kick ahead, overload the corner. We're going to swing side to side. And my 4-man is excellent shooter. So you're going to stay mid-post right in the lane line, coach. Slice cut for Grant Hill. We have a pin down right here for Channing Frye. So Channing Frye is coming on the top. That's a wide open shot. Because big to big on a slice cut, if I think about a weak side and a little bump, little touch on the slice cut, I'm going to be late for pin down. Here you go, one more time. So that really gave us a lot of success. And again, listen, if you don't have a team, you don't want to run. You like the concept, you like the wrinkle, you can run the exact same play as a set play. You say, I don't want to run. I don't have horses to run, but I like this wrinkle. The slice cut to pin down on the floor. You can run off the horns. You can incorporate anywhere you want. With Alvin Gentry, back in the day, any idea that we throw at him as a coaching staff, he said, like, I like a concept. Find a way to incorporate this in transition. I don't want to play half court. I want to run. We have to run with Steve Nash. So if you like the wrinkle, if you like the concept, the idea, then you can incorporate whatever, any family that you have in a half court or in transition. C1, single. Here you go. Got it. We're moving. Good. Good. And for us, that was a clean shot. Now, the counters right now, if that shot is not open, the big fellow is sitting in the middle of the lane. The punch is always available. He's in the middle of the lane. If you don't like it, shot is not open, punch is not open, we always ball swing side, right? So Coach Jamel is going to open this way. We call this little train, little zoom action. So it's a DHO, advance to the second side, and 5-man keeps coming. So we create a single tag. We have a great shooters on that strong side, and Coach Collins rolls with a 4-man on the weak side. Let's go C1 all the way with a train. Here you go. We don't have to run. Here you go. Walk, here you go. Moving. Slice cut, always first option. Shot for 4-man. We have a punch, and we can advance it. Here you go. Beautiful. We create a single tag. And Devin, you can do the same thing. Stay, Coach Collins, stay in the middle lane. Devin, you can be here. We don't have to. We can come back same side. So you can activate, if this is I'm going to dominate 2-man, I can come this way, exact same thing. It's not a single tag, but we can still run the zoom action on a both ways. Let's get in the same alignment. We call, it doesn't matter how we call it. But keep it and run double mid-pick and roll with 4 and 5. So it's a wrinkle of the C1. You call whatever you want. So right now we're in a family. We know our terminology. You screen him right now. Keep the dribble alive. Both of you guys stop right there. Area screen right in the middle. 4 comes first. 5 comes second. And run Oklahoma. Here you go. Touch your pain, coach. Touch your pain. He's coming back for a shot. Here you go. One more time. So you can use it as a half-court option. You can use it as early offense. We decided that it's going to be part of our corner family. There you go. They're chasing 4-man. Keep the dribble alive. Touch your pain. Come back for a shot. Perfect. And let's do the exact same thing. Once when you get in Oklahoma, just touch it. So we're going to pass to Coach Devin, exchange, and then Coach Cole is going to clean up with the step up. Here you go. Pass back. Here you go. It is C1 with a counter. They're going to chase my shooter. He's coming off. He's just pass it. Pass it. Hold on. One more time. One more time. Just pass it to 4-man. Pass it. Here you go. One more time. Set a screen. Kick it. Exchange. Here you go. Now with a downhill, that's my 5-man rolling to the basket, and we have a 4-man as a stretch 4. Let's go one more time, please. Again, hey, listen, you call the family and you call the first action with a counter, and now you suddenly speak same language with your team. Here you go. Good. Touch it. Touch it. Good. Perfect. Good. We played against a lot of good coaches, a lot of good teams, and if you like concept of the when you have a big to big, and to make a long story short, Montenegrin national team was playing this. The 5-man was first, so Vucevic was first and Dubljevic was second. So if you like the C1 concept and you say what's happening, my big fellow is so fast. What I did, it was the same action for us, Jamil. So it was a swing. Now, obviously, it was a pass, slice cut, and they will bring 5-men on the top just to create a little confusion and movement. So 5-man catch right here. So 5-man catch right here doesn't really give you a lot of advantage. You're going to advance on this side. And now, pass it. And now you're coming in the C1. So basically, slice cut for Brad. Now we bring in 4-man on the top. Makes sense? Kind of a little creative confusion. So if you like the C1 as a concept, you can deal with this if your 5-man is the first big. Let's do it one more time, please. So we get in the C1, 5-man is the top. We just interchange a little bit. Perfect. Swing. Perfect. There you go. And trust me, this guy's wide open. Now you can get in your double drag. You can do in all this. Just add as a counter. Let's get in the same formation with obviously same alignment. We keep milking same way. And talk about a fist is a mid pick and roll. So we have a dominate point guard. Let's get in a slice section, which is C, slice, and then mid pick and roll for Jamil. So we just missing ball screen. We have a dominate point guard right now who creates for us. We need to shuffle a little bit, which is swing. It's a still live cut for Coach Cody. We bring the point guard on the top. And now our 5-man pass, 5-man is a designated screener. And a lot of teams in Europe, they keep the 5-man right here. It's right away. Most likely on that second screen, I'm going to chase. I'm going to gap the second one. They got me on the wrist screen. And we break the lane with the roller and great spacing. Make sense? Here you go. Do the same thing. If Corliss is the first one, it doesn't matter. You still demand fist is a pick and roll as a mid pick and roll, exact same action, and we know our spots. So we don't want to play pick and roll with the 4-man because they're going to switch. And Coach Devin goes in the corner right away. Just a little brush screen. The point is you're running mid pick and roll with your point guard. Make sense? So you demand your point guard is a Steve Nash. I want a Steve Nash with Amari instead of Channing Frye because they're switching all the time. Also counter, he spent a lot of time, Coach Cariolo, talking about that back screen. So every time when you have a ball screen, whoever clears out, Coach Cody, instead of clearing out, he's coming back for a back screen. So if you like concept, what Coach Cariolo was talking about, you can incorporate anywhere you want. He did side of the bounce, baseline of the bounce, set play, early offense. You like concept, then you shake it up. See what you have, who is your, the guys on your roster, and then find it. So let's find the same thing. Let's see one, and then we go in shoulder. Here you go. Got it. So Cody right now is going to stay in the middle of the lane. We bring him up. Good. Coach Corliss come on the top, and we clean up with the back screen. Spanish national team was running this for many years. Make sense? Let's do one more time with Devin being in trailing big. So we know terminology, we know our alignment. Good. Here you go. We'll create a little confusion. We know our. Good. Here you go. We love Gate. This is our whoever, the best shooter on our team. This is our Devin Booker right now. So we're going to do the same thing, and we call Gate. So we have a C, and we call Gate. So exact same alignment. We move it side to side. We like the concept. We like formation. Devin is slicing in the lane. You come in the top of the big. Stay tight. Pass. Here you go. Pass, close Gate. That's a wide out shot. All this action can be on the both sides. Bigs can interchangeable. Ideally on the Gate, of course, we want to keep the 5-man on the top because they're switching, right? So that's, again, we love Gate. We have a catch and shoot guy. I got to create a play for clean shot for my team. You get information, you call Gate, and you guys got to figure out, okay? This is another thing that create a little, if you fall in love with the alignment, let's get in the same alignment. In our terminology, doesn't matter. We set a back screen, it's something. So I have my 4-man is excellent ring runner. He gets stuck as a first big. We start as a back screen. So 5-man trails, and we call C something. C back screen, okay? So here's a back screen for G Hill. So you're going to walk him up. I already call a play as the first big. Your ring runner instead of back screen, maybe late pass is open. And that screen is going to be at the 3-point line. Here you go. Jamil is observing right now, maybe that's open. We're going to free up a 4-man. So we got to fill up just spots, just like back in the day in a triple post. As long as you fill up the spots, we're good. So we're going to kick ahead to my 4-man. You go strong corner. Because see, you're going to clear out my 5-man. So just a counter. This is a play right now. 5-man is going to stop at a 3-point line. You come off his tail right here for a scoring cut. And you're going to adjust a little angle a little bit better. That's a scoring cut. Now, stay right there. Mid post, Brad. Now, if that's not open, let's swing to the 5. And once when you clear out, coach is already open, right here. Now, the strength of this play is if a 4-man is a good post player, then you have a slice cut for 4-man. He's coming off, and he can be pinned down for Booker right now. Clean up, big fella. Here you go. Got him, wide open shot. Let's do one more time. Set him up with the back screen. You got him. That's a late pass, and now we're moving. There you go. Brush screen, come off, swing, swing, good, come off, good. And if you like, if you teach you gaggle action, just keep the ball, Coach Cody, right there. You already sliced instead of Coach Corliss on the top. So we can stagger, Jamil. You can stagger him, clean up, use him, tight curl, tight curl, tight curl, and we bring Booker on the back screen right now. Hey, let's do the same thing. And we did with both. I mean, we had to deal with Latvia, Lithuania, all these good basketball schools. I mean, with a 4-man can shoot a ball, they start with a pin down on a 4-man. So your best shooter is a hot guy. And usually you're so touch, you're so, focus on him that he sets a screen, that's a threat. So they will start the same play with a pin down, Jamil, same thing. Overload, slice cut, free up the 5-man, swing, swing, slice cut, and then gaggle or catch and shoot. You can, tight curl over Brad. Whatever you do on the weak side, that's fine with me, okay? 2 ATOs that kind of neat that we have to deal with in a regular season, in a regular NBA season. Portland and Coach Terry Stotts gave us a lot of problems when Nurkic was on a strong side. Strong side, it was my 4-man right here. So in the same alignment, they pick a couple options of our corner, and that was a hell of a play. So they will be pass, exact same, Jamil. Pass it, swing, swing. Now they have a big 3, hold it right there. There was a live cut over the top. So slice cut over the top, and that's a live cut. So he's pulling his man to the corner, and I'm going to be pleased and happy that he wasn't open. So they're going to hit Nurkic at the elbow right here, kind of slice to the weak side, and deep DHO for Damian. Deep, dribble handoff. Now, if you go over, he's going to break the lane, and usually that lob pass was open. If you go under, then you're going to pay the price. Here you go, one more time. It is a slice Portland. Here you go, got it. Good, catch him, slice. Pretend like you set a screen over there, Devin. Good. Good wrinkle. You like the play, like I don't want to run. I don't like see, I'm going to find that deep DHO handoff. It was a hell of a play. Another ATO that is kind of also neat for us, it was if the big fellow is the first big, we get in the corner and we deal with the side pick and roll. See, like I got weapons, my dominant ball handler is a 2-man, let's find him on the side pick and roll. We get in the C family, overload, swing, swing. Good, slice cut for Cody. You set a screen on the 5-man, but we're dealing with the side pick and roll right here. So big fellow is coming here, and then, coach, you just back panel in the high quadrant. So we have a single tag. For some reason, they switch, they don't switch. X5 start panicking here, and usually, you got to say to open up and slide through so they can keep it down, whatever your coverage is. If, he's going to start panicking, then he's got to deal with the side pick and roll, and we have a lifting 4 over there. Let's do it one more time, please. So let's say corner side pick and roll, somehow find it. It could be read, brush screen, and pop out. Now we have angle, really angle pick and roll with Coach Cody wide open in the corner. Now here's the thing, the weak part of this alignment, and I don't know how much we're going to run. We have it in the playbook, it's in the board. I don't know if we have weapons. I don't know our team and how much we're going to use it. But from our experience, we have to talk about it. Coach Larry Brown always talk about, okay, what if they take away these passes? What's happening? And it's a big problem, right? So we have options. Right now, Jamil, if he sees they're denying this pass, he's going to push Coach Cody right in the corner. That's one of the pressure release. If pass, so push him in the corner, that part of this, so all 3 guards got to be capable, trained, and taught to cover all 3 spots. Let's say pass goes in a corner to Coach Cody, you overload the corner, and some team's going to deny the swing pass. That's counter report. And your assistant coach tell them, hey, deny the swing pass, it's automatic dive. So we're getting in a dive. You're going to dive on a block. We're going to pass to Brad. Cody, you're going to go strong corner. My 5 flashes, and we create a C on the other side. That's one of the press release. Let's do it one more time, please. So dive is a concept. Like they deny this, I can push him. Let's say pass went through. Here you go. We pass it. They deny this, dive. Good. And we run on that side. Perfect. Now from here, whatever you call, it's a multiple options. It's a read. You give them 3 options, say read, or you tell them, no, it's a play. Okay, whatever it is. And obviously, when they denied the swing pass, and when I say we, a lot of teams that I was coaching with, they're saying deny the wing pass, a swing pass, or make him catch further out. So if he catches the ball all the way out, that kind of kills the play. So the first thing is we got to teach our guys to set it up to the ball and go back door, right? So there's nobody on the weak side. And Carlos can see he can pull his guy a little bit on the top. So one of the press release always, the back door is always open. We're looking for that and exploring that option. And Coach Prunty was talking about it. You go back door, there's no room for you, you got to come back. And for us, it's automatic reverse. I don't have it. I call slice. So we're slicing. We're still slicing this guy, and we have a zoom action on this side. So San Antonio reverse can be one of the counters. What happens if I can swing the ball? If I can swing the ball, I demand slice from the high quadrant, and then we bring the man, Jamil, from the corner. That's one of the things that it's what happens. Just went quick through the press release. Push in the corner, dive, back door, reverse action as a concept, as ideas. Now another thing is we have a pretty decent angles for pressure release, for blind pigs. So if they take away, if they, they're saying like a lot of C action, a lot of slice action is happening. They start really denying what we had to deal with this, especially in the summer league. Everybody's denying this pass. We call just flash, just flashing. We flash big fella right here at the elbow. Coach Colas catches. We're looking for blind pig. Jamil comes off for a handoff. That's a downhill, and we have a quick wide pin down for Brett. So that's a footwork. It requires a lot of teaching, but it's just basketball. Just ability for a big to catch right here, backdoor, handoff, and reverse, looking for quick white pin down. Here you go, one more time. Here you go. We just flash five. Flash him. Here you go. Got him, backdoor. Good. Good. And once that's a shot, could be curl, we can develop play, and a lot of things come of this initial action. Another thing, we have good angles for, we can call flash 3 right now. If they deny this pass, I'm flashing you right at the elbow. So it's an automatic part of the triple post right there, looking for back door, looking for handoff. And we do a little Coach Sloan action. 5 men's going to face the basket, you cleaning up. Cody's coming outside, faking. John Hornacek curls over the top, and then Devin's coming for a shot. Even if it's 4 men, it's a wide open shot. Here you go, one more time. Pressure release. We're looking for passes. They don't allow them. They kill us with it. They deny everything. So we just give them flash 3. Here you go. Got him. Here you go. Stay inside. Cody's curling, shoulder to shoulder. They're coming together. They're looking for that shot. Everything, whatever you teach, and another teaching point, it's kind of manipulation with your team. Everything or most of the stuff that you're running in half court, instead of putting new alignment for side of the bounce, absolutely all this action can be ran as a side of the bounce. So the point is, Jamil is at the lane line. My 5 man is right here. I have let's keep 4 men right here, and we're starting with Brett. You're going to be on the top. So I don't know. The thing is, it's a zipper. Maybe San Antonio, pin down, Devin, tight curl. Jamil goes in the corner right away. Here you go. We have a back screen. My 3 man is flying. Good. Coach Colas pops out, catch, stop right there, and we can do whatever we want. Makes sense? And a lot of teams in Europe also, instead of back screen, so Brad, you're going to set a pin down on Coach Colas. The same thing. Jamil already cut in the lane. He was there. Pin down, open up. I'm late for this. We'll pass. There you go. Let's run C1. C1. Got him. Go. Got him. My bad. Let's go C1. There you go. Got him. C1 is a single. Coach Devin is wide open for shot. Pin down. Good. Whatever it is. So going back to the beginning of the story, it's just when we have these categories, which is numbers, which is fast breaks, and the early offense, and we divide it in a quick trigger plays and sets, not sets, really quick trigger action, which is drag, double drag, wide pin. It could be ball screen or off the ball screen. And then we have basically audibles. Audibles, when you're flowing, you don't want to stop. A lot of coaches in Europe. They run for layups, they stop, and they find for formation. Unless it's a crunch time that you want to control the pace, we still want to run. We don't want to stop and suddenly get in a formation that it's not really flowing. We want to flow into the alignments. And now, if on a dead ball situation, on a situation when they score, then we run whatever we want. But we still want to stay in flow. And we decided to share with you guys our C family, which we established the family, and then counters. And then the beauty of the coaching, beauty of creating, whatever action you like, you can incorporate the dependency. This is a great, post player that's a lot of times, again, endless options. We have a 4-man right there, and Coach Cody is a better shooter. He doesn't have to use this slice cut. He can fake it and come on the top. Now, my point guard is not great ball handler, but he comes on the top. Now he's a guy who's going to operate more. So you don't have to use this slice cut. Makes sense? A lot of times, let's say slice for Cody. Same thing, swing, swing. So a lot of teams in Europe, ball goes in. We never spoke about this. Are you going to run maybe hammer, swing, like we have a hammer for Jamil over there, or are we going to pass inside? You're going to slice, and Dallas is doing a lot of, back in the day, when the ball goes there, you stay, we screen for a best. You still action on the weak side of course. He's still coming on the top, so we can play make through the 3-man. And all this kind of wrinkle stuff that you like through the playmaking post small, you can incorporate. Another thing that we would like to share is one of our assistant coaches, Joe Prunty, dear friend of mine. He would like to share with you guys a couple special situations. Here you go. That we're going to teach and we use in the summer.
So just a couple of things. We'll do baseline out of bounds and then sideline out of bounds in a second. So again, keeping the same concept of growing a family. For the sake of argument, we'll call it 1. So right now, Brett, why don't you go ahead and be the 3? And if you can do me a favor, one of our rules before we even get set, we get on the floor so each guy can get to their spots. We'll choose you as the 5. How's that, Corliss? All right, you're right here. Let's take Devin. Why don't you be the 4 and be up top? Cody, be the 2 right here. Jamel, be the 1, be right here. So again, the idea is taking a play or a play and making it a family, all right? So now that we're in our alignment, in the first couple of ones you've seen, and I'm sure most of them you have, but it's how you trigger them. So if we just said this is 1, okay, the action is, Jamel, you're coming up here to set this screen, okay? Cody, you're going out to the corner. Corliss, you're coming across, and you're coming right down the gut. And that's our first option, and you would love to be able to get this all the time. Several teams run this, looking to get this guy coming right down the gut for an easy basket, okay? If we are not able to get this, then we just have to have an ability to finish our play. So in this situation, the finish of the play would be Brett out to Cody, okay? Cody to Jamel, and now we're essentially in a floppy type of action where Brett's going to be coming out off our 5, looking to create a shot, okay? So the initial action is the gut screen and then coming off for the shot. So this is play 1. So make sure we get into our alignment, make sure everybody's set facing the ball.
Ball in.
Perfect. Now, one of the things, go ahead and get set up in the alignment. Having the defense out here is great, and this is always important because you don't want to get caught up running the play. What you have to get caught up is reading where the defense is to execute the play. So if this guy's cheating down in this area, there's multiple things that you can get underneath him right here. You might even be able to, as Cody goes out, okay, and Corliss comes across, you may be able to just set this screen right here. And if you got a shooting 4, which pretty much that's the way the game is played now with stretch 4s, you got wide open shots. So it's not just executing the play, it's reading what the defense gives you. Okay, go ahead and get set back in our family is 1, okay? To keep it simple, if we wanted to call this 1 out. Now the trick on this play, again, perfect. Corliss, we want you to go a little bit earlier. So just as the official's handing the ball, you're starting to come across. Cody, you're doing the same thing. Jamel, you're coming up to set this screen right here for the 4-man. And now, Corliss, you're going to be setting the flare. and you're going off. Now, in this situation, so much is happening, we have to make sure that the inbounder knows where to find the open man. If he's looking in the wrong spot at the wrong time, he won't be able to make the right pass. Hope that makes sense. So, with this screen and pick-the-picker action, his first look is to read what these defenders do. So as this screen is taking place, if he can read what's going on, if they switch it and he's taken away, he's got Corliss. If they don't and he's open, he's got the hammer action that Coach just alluded to. But this is where his eyes are going first. So when he gets the ball, he wants, hopefully, teams are so well scouted now that everybody's going to know everybody's play call. But use ball fakes as the inbounder, all right? So that's the first action over there. You've got your hammer, you've got your big, and then Cody, please stay in the corner. And now we've got a flare coming right here for Cody to the top, okay? And again, you're reading the situation. In all of these situations, you're reading, are they switching? Are there slip opportunities? But again, that's the idea of executing a play rather than just running a play, okay? Go ahead and get set, go ahead and run it. We'll call it 1 out. 1 out, Brett.
1 out.
Good, simple, great read, great job on the slip, Corliss. Okay, go ahead and get into the set. Again, our basic set. We'll call this one 1 in, all right? And on this one, again, we're trying to stay in the same alignment, but the way this one works, we want to try and take the guy that's going to get the screen over a little bit more, because you'll see why in a second. So again, Brett, you can step out of bounds. Okay, on this one, Jamel, you're going to run all the way to the corner. Take your man, Devin, and 1 step over here. Cody, you're coming all the way across, okay? Now, if this happens to be open, we would take it. We would take this shot, but he is running all the way out to the corner. If he's open, obviously, he stops for the shot. Okay, if we needed a 3, he would go all the way to the corner. And all you're doing, it's pick-the-picker action, Corliss, and you're just coming and cleaning it up. We ran this with the British national team and scored almost every time out of it, and most teams actually knew the play. But we were able to execute it very well. Again, we can just call this 1 in.
1 in.
Good. And it's either a short shot right there, it's possibly a layup, okay? So what if we went back to regular 1? Could we run regular 1? Any questions? All right, regular 1. Good. You'd have a wide open 3, and if not, Brett, what are you doing? You're coming off the pin down. Exactly. Okay. Go 1 out, 1 out, 1 out. Good. Perfect, Corliss. Good. Good. Nice. Okay. And then again, we had our 1 in. A couple other things that we'll see quite a bit of. A lot of teams are using zone on out-of-bounds plays, whether it's side or underneath. So for us, what we've said in the past with the British team, we just yelled zone. We yelled zone, 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 and that was the trigger. Everybody just did the same. For the most part, we got in the same alignment, all right? But you're going to the corner, and actually, come back here. Let me get you guys set up in a zone. So let me go. Yeah. So get right here, okay? You guys are up there, perfect. And you're probably going to slide in here with Corliss, and you're going to be protecting the basket. Now, everybody does it different defensively. So you're going to have to read, who am I screening? Where's the guy that I have to get open? But some teams will put somebody on the ball. Some teams will not, okay? In this situation, what we want to do is make sure that we're trying to freeze a defender out. So in this situation, you're going to run right to the corner. You're hopefully taking him away, okay? Devin, you're right up to the top here, hopefully taking this guy away. And now we've frozen one of these 2 defenders, and you're just taking a quick screen right there, sit right behind it, and you got a short shot. Okay? And that would just, all we do is line up in our 1. We see him in a zone, and we're just shouting, hey, zone, 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 zone. And we get a good look right here for our middleman, our shooter, our 2-man. Here we go.
Zone.
Good, and create that pocket. Now, if it was still a man, go ahead and get into a man and we wanted to get, and Coach alluded to this, we said it was gate action. Okay, same alignment, get into one. Okay, and we just said we knew we wanted to run gate, but we wanted to tip it off somehow to each other. We had to come up with something. We knew the gate was available because they were all lined up on the inside right here. So maybe Brett could say something to Cody. Hey, Cody, you got it? One. Got it? Everybody got it? One. We're in one. We got it. Okay? And all that means that's the trigger for us that you guys are just going to squeeze right here, and he pops through to create the gate for Cody to pop out for a shot. Okay? So one. Play call is one. And what are you going to say, Brett?
One. Cody, you got it? One. Got it?
Good. And create the shot there. And all we're trying to do is, as Coach alluded to earlier, we're taking one set, and we're running a family of plays. So in this situation, like I said, everything is well scouted. So if we have one out, they're going to know what one out is. One up, they're going to know what one is. They're going to know what one in is. They're going to know what one, eventually they might know what got it is, and you might have to make sure that you use other counters to that or other verbal cues, or maybe you just touch the guys to let them know and you make eye contact. Things that make it easy for you to know it. In this situation, guys, go ahead and step off defensively. Now, at the end of games, special situations, side out of bounds. This, we're all taking timeouts and advancing the ball up the floor. So you can manipulate where you put the players on the floor. So right now in this situation, let's just say we need a 2 and very, very short clock. Let me say, what we do, let's take Jamel. We'll put you right down here as our 1. Let's take Devin as our 4 with the ball out of bounds right here. Let's take Corliss as the 5. And what we'll say is, Cody, put you here as the shooter, as our 2 and the 3. So you're in your normal spots. But again, this is after a timeout. So you can do whatever you want. You can put the players wherever you want. And what you want to do is make sure that, number one, you've got a great passer, somebody that's confident and able to make the inbounds pass. In this particular play, what we want here is, and everybody does this now, is instead of running pick and rolls with our guys, a lot of times we're running pick and rolls with the other team's guys, meaning who is the bad defender. So we find that bad defender and we say, okay, we're going to put him in a pick and roll. In this case, what we're trying to do is we would put whom we think is a guy that we can get on a backdoor cut up here. So we're going to take this alignment. We're going to come out of our timeout. We need a short clock too. So at the same time as Brett starts to go up off of Corliss, okay, Jamel, you're going to run right here like you're going to the corner, okay, and just hold for a count. You're coming off, Brett, and you're going to slip this right here and just go right to, you're not going to set a screen on Cody, but you're just going to slip it quickly right here, like just going right under the defender, okay? And Cody, you're eventually going to be coming off of Corliss up here, and you're going to be coming right out here. We need a 2, quick catch and shoot right here. But really what the play is Jamel, you are trying to get me. I am the bad defender. The other thing is if it's a team that they know we want to get the ball to a certain guy, that's another option. If they know we got to take this player away. So now what we're saying is we're trying to get this defender to bite on this to take away the corner, because that's what a lot of teams do. And now you're going back door while all this action is taking place up above the free throw line. Your pass is to the, you're most likely making it to the other side of the rim, okay? Trying to get that catch for an easy, quick layup, because we're under a second most likely. So in your situation, when you're coming off, you're second to this. But we have to have something in case we don't get the back door, all right? So again, for you, when we come out, first thing you got to do before the official hands you the ball, make sure we're in our alignment, okay? So this is an ATO play. We're in our alignment, okay? Everybody's ready. Go ahead and step back, okay? And again, you two are going at the same time. You have to make sure he's able to get that look. That's the timing for you to come off of Corliss. No screen, screen, okay? Here we go. Good. And throw it to the other side. And if you didn't have that, you'd be able to get this pass right here to Cody. The one thing you got to make sure of, ball fakes. Where's he making the pass from? If he's throwing it from his chest, may not get there. Ball fake above your head, and then make that pass to the basket, all right? Go ahead and run it one more time, okay? Most likely, teams aren't going to have a 5'10" guy on the ball, but they could. So, hands up, make sure you can make that pass. Exactly. Make me move. Okay. So that's our play coming out in this alignment, and we're looking for a 2 with no time on the clock. So now, let's say we have a good passing 5-man. Do we? All right. So, Corliss, you take the ball out of bounds here. Let me take, Brett, you're the 3, okay? Let's go, 4, perfect, just like this. Okay, all we've done here is change one thing, but it's the same set. So a lot of times what you'll see is the coaches that have the scout, they're looking at the alignment and they're trying to figure out, which play is it? And they're looking through their files but if you have the same alignment, then it's more difficult for the guys to figure out what the play is, okay? What you have to do offensively is make sure you know, is it a switching team? Is it a team that stays with their own? Do they guard the ball? You know, we talk about the ball fake. Some teams will count, 1,001, 1,002, and they might turn around. And then in situations like that, you may instruct your guy, if everything's taken away and this guy's like this, hey, you got the guts to do it, throw it off his back and get it right back to you. But you've got to, that's preparation. And again, in this situation, we're just trying to take a look at what would teams be doing. We'll say that they're all staying with their own. So, same alignment. Jamel, what we want to do, you're going to come up and set a back pick. At the same time, Brett, you're out to the corner, okay? Devin, you're coming off to the rim. This is live. If it's available, we want to make that pass, okay? Pop out, and you're going to go above the three-point line. All right. Now, again, just like we talked about in building our families, everything has timings, all right? So the ball gets entered right here to Jamel. Coming to set this back pick right here for Cody. You can get a little bit tight to the three-point line for here. Taking a look at this first. If it's there, we're going to take it because we're just looking for a 2, and now we have time to operate. If there's nothing there, out to the corner, out here. Now, Corliss, you're going to come nail this 3-man. If he slides under, you're more than, you're a shooter, right? Step out, take that shot. But we're looking to try and tight curl this and get to the rim. Okay, and if it's not there, go back and rescreen and come back out. And now Corliss after the screen, you're looking for the ball, all right? Let me have a defense out here real quick. We need to get a 2. We need to get a 2. Where do you need to be? That's right. Here we go, ball's in. Good. Good, nice, okay? And at this point, that's absolutely right, because I think no matter what, that's where the matchup is. All right, so now, let's say we need a 3, okay? We need a 3, and it's a catch and shoot situation, similar to what we had before. Corliss, let me get you right over here. Let's take our 4-man, have him inbound the ball. Okay, Cody, you're our shooter. We'll put you right here where Jamel is. Jamel will put you up here. And again, perfect, exactly, same alignment. We're just manipulating where we're putting our players. So let's say team says they're switching 1 through 4 before the ball's inbounded. So it's really important. You have to know that, okay? And sometimes what happens is, let's say you've got a couple of timeouts and under a minute you run one play. You're not sure what they're doing. It's really important to recognize, did they switch anything on that particular play? There are certain teams that at certain times actually may go to a zone if they're 15 seconds or less. If they're more time on the clock, they're in a man. You got to know those things. But in this situation, we'll say that they're switching. So we're just running. A lot of people run this back pick the picker action right here. Okay? So Brett, you would come off. And Cody, you would go to the corner off of Corliss, and we're looking for a 3, okay? Now, that's usually what people finish with, looking for that. But what we're going to do with you, Brett, is you're coming in here, you're going to plant, and after your screen, Corliss, and we want that screen about right here, you're going to turn to get Brett. It's a catch and shoot situation, okay? We need to catch and shoot the 3 right away, so you got to get someone open. But what we're saying on this particular play, switch. And so the trick for you, and like, different players are great at this stuff, but like Sean Marion, not necessarily for threes, was great at the touch and go. And so you're guarding your guy right there. You don't know where the screen's coming from, right? So Cody, all you would need to do is just come up, touch his back to make this guy realize, oh, there's a screen, so we're switching, and sprint to the corner, and hopefully you're wide open. So we'll treat it as if they are switching, so just a quick touch and go, and either guy's open for a 3. What's your job over here before we're, there we go, and then use your ball fakes, all right? Need a 3, same alignment, here we go. Good, perfect. Good, and Jamel, you go down to the corner to take any help away from the last guy, okay? Go ahead and run it one more time. And one thing about these special situations, especially side underneath out of bounds plays that you may get, you've got to make sure you practice these. Take time every day to practice one or all of them. Here we go. Touch and go, out to the corner. Good. And you got your shot. And you're throwing that one because you know he's going to get, that's the shot he's going to get. All right, and then the last one, we have a little bit of time to get a 3. Let's just run it on the other side of the floor. So Cody, you're right here. Jamel, you're over there. Let's just have a different inbounder. Let's go right here, Cody. You take the ball out of bounds. I'm sorry, Corliss, you're up here. All right, and let's say we have you're shooting 4. Yeah, we can work that. So same alignment. Same alignment. You're right out here, okay? And as Coach alluded to earlier, you can always manipulate how you want to execute any of this. Again, whether they're switching, not switching, but whether you curl an action, whether it's a straight pin down, but we know right now we need a 3. So earlier we said we were going to start with a back pick. You could start this one with a pin down. But in this case, Jamel, go ahead and set the back pick. And Corliss, you're just going to go right into the middle of the lane because I'm going to explain something here real quick. Right? Just stop right there. Jamel, pop out. So now the other thing you have to recognize, do they foul and not try and allow you to get the 3 off? So it's important that the guy who catches the ball, if it's your point guard, whomever, that he catches and squares up immediately. Because a lot of times teams will say, back to the basket, certain amount of time on the clock. So this guy on this catch, you want him faced up as quickly as possible. In case he puts his hand in there or tries to foul, you're throwing it up. Maybe they give it to you, maybe they don't, all right? Now, the backside action of all of this, okay, you're going to set this screen right here, Devin, for Corliss, okay, and you're going underneath. At the same time, our 2's going to come screen for our 4 right about there, looking for the 3 there, and which now gives us time for Corliss to come out here, go ahead and step on Cody, and we get a hammer to the corner, all right? And we're looking for one of these 2 options, all right? Go ahead and run that. And let's say we've got about 15 seconds on the clock, and we need a 3. Go ahead. Good, square up right away. Good. Look there first, and there to the corner. Okay? And again, like we were saying, go ahead and just get back to your spots. On this one right here, go ahead and run it now. Back pick, screen the screener, and Corliss, as you get outside the lane, go ahead and stop. In this situation is we're going to set the pin down. Okay? Are they switching? Are they not switching? Do we want to curl this right here and screen and pop back out? Okay? Those are things that you can always add to your plays. So as what we started with at the beginning, it's a family of plays. You put people in their alignments, you put players in their spots, okay? You execute your sets, but then you continue to grow it. And again, the smarter your players, the more you can do. And you've got to know, you've got to prepare them, but you've got to know what things they're going to do in the defense is going to do in the special situations as well. Are they switching, not switching, all the things we talked about.
We would like to say thank you. Thank you so much for having us here and for this opportunity to share a little, couple ideas, couple concepts, what we're trying to teach. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask Coach Prunty, my staff, myself.
Q&A, anybody got anything? Raise your hand if you do. We've got a mic here. Pretty comprehensive view of offense. Great situations, everything. So, great job. Really appreciate it. Let's give these guys a big hand.
Thank you.
I want to let everybody know that the footage of this clinic will be available at some point soon on the Coaches Association website, which is NBAcoaches.com. Okay, NBAcoaches.com, so you guys can look for that. Joe was the coach of he mentioned the British national team. So this whole clinic today was about international stuff. Thanks again to Maurizio, Erdim. Sergio has had to leave. Thank you guys for attending. Warren, anything else?
Thanks for coming. We're going to try to make it bigger and better every year. So keep turning out and encourage that, okay?
All right, thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate it.